hello, 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 hello. What's good, what's good, what's good, what's going on, what's going on? Welcome back to another live stream. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is CoVa Technician, and I'm glad to be back at it again with another live stream. Salute to the people watching in the chat room, watching in the clouds, watching me on the replay. We have a great show tonight, but you know how we usually do. Let's get back to it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Tech YouTubers. The problem with tech YouTubers reaction, all the clout tokens in the world, pre-sale edition. Talk about some reaction videos to it. My little opinions on it, man. I thought it was interesting to talk about. I've been seeing it on Twitter, been seeing it on YouTube, and I'm curious. But anyway, you know how we do. Let's go. A little bit of reacting to some tech Twitter, some tech YouTube, some tech tea, some tech kerfuffles and kofifis and fifis and feelings, but you know how we do it. Let's go! Sneeze! Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to reintroduce myself. Got the sniffles for the cocaine. Let me stop. FBI, open up! Let me cut that out. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself once again. My name is CoVa Technician, and I'm glad to be back at it again with another live stream. Salute to the people watching me in the chat room, watching me in the clouds, watching me on the replay. I greatly appreciate it. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the problem with tech YouTubers reaction. The video came out August 1st, 2020. A content creator named Tech Lead, 6-minute video. Thank God, super freaking quick. And in the video, right? In the video, he's talking about tech, he's talking about tech YouTubers and what he doesn't like about them, right? Now, this video was 9 months old, and then a reaction to it was done recently by another content creator named Travis MCP. So, and then after that video was done, the guy who made the original video from 9 months ago, he made a response to the response video from Travis MCP. So we're talking about Tech Lead and Travis MCP. Normally, I don't really care about tech Twitter stuff, but I thought this was interesting. I thought it was kind of funny. I kind of love laughing at tech Twitter sometimes. It's like watching like the chess club and the AV club fight each other all the time, and it's actually riveting. It's pretty entertaining. I can't help myself. But anyway, let's go. Let's jump right into it. You know how I do when I gotta get into it. I gotta find my tune. I gotta find something. I gotta find something to really. Let's see what we got. Nah. Nope, not that. Nope, we gonna find it. Hold on. I gotta find the tune, man. Nah. Facts. Techies don't beef. Okay, there we go. I got it. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta find the tune to get it flowing, man. If I don't got the right tune, like I can't. There we go. All right, we got it, man. We got my You got my jam, baby. Okay, we got it. Now I gotta get my song now. Let me get the video going. So let's get to it. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at this guy. This guy name is Tech Lead. Okay, it's a little hard to understand him. I'm not trying to be racist, just a little hard to understand him when he's speaking. But we're gonna add my copyright fair use filters to the screen. And we're just gonna go ahead and play this video, and we're gonna hear what old boy has to say. And it's a 6-minute video, so I'm not really gonna interrupt old boy. Once again, I have the video.
Promote this idea of consumption. When you take a step back and see what we have here, it's really just Home Shopping Network 2.0. You remember Home Shopping Network? People would just go on TV and they would then... Recently, I've come to the realization that I have a problem with tech YouTubers. In short, I believe that they promote this idea of consumption. When you take a step back and see what we have here, it's really just Home Shopping Network 2.0.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
He called tech YouTubers home shopping. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this one, baby.
You remember Home Shopping Network? People would just go on TV and they would demonstrate these products, gadgets, and explain these products to you, try to sell them to you. It's really the exact same thing. Sure, maybe the hosts now are a little bit cooler, a little bit hipper, and you've got these people.
Shout out to Sneed, Professor Black Ops, Iori in the building. Let's get back to it.
They're even going to the extremes of using expensive red cameras. All to what? To really just...
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yo, he got all the smoke. I love it. I'm here for it. I am here for this.
Glorify some phone, some gadget, some computer, a laptop, and really to get you to want to consume some product. If you think about it, our modern society's obsession with phones is really a cause of these promoters, these influencers who all they talk about are the latest phones and gadgets from Samsung, Asus, iPhone, Android, Google, and all of these other manufacturers. And this whole industry is fueled and propelled by these big brands, which are really just promoting these people, pouring tons of funds into it in order to get these people to talk about their products. When you compare that to, say, the washing machine industry, the dryer industry, the hair blower industry, why don't people get all hyped up and excited about washing machines? Why do people get excited about laptops and...
Oh, it was the boot partition that was fucking it up? Wow. It was the boot partition the whole time. That's crazy. I'm glad you fixed it, though.
Phones and gadgets. Well, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's really just because of these influencers who are just promoting and spamming these products and getting people excited about it by filming it using these expensive red cameras. You know, if you were to imagine we got all these influencers to start talking about vacuum cleaners and washing...
Yeah, and he's talking about MKBHD.
Machines and dryers and refrigerators, microwaves, toaster ovens, then I could imagine that everybody would suddenly just feel this innate need to go buy the latest microwave and just upgrade to the newest, latest microwaves and show that off to all of their friends. You know, when you think about it in reality, when you buy a new phone, do you really show it off to people? By the way, like, do you show it off to your friends and family? Do people look at the slightly rounded edges, the notch on the phone is a little bit taller, a little bit smaller, the aluminum foil, the lines on the phone, the matte black finish, the D-brand skin that you've slapped on? Probably in the end, nobody really even notices or cares very much at all. It was just something in your head that was blown up by these YouTubers and influencers that convinced you into...
Yo!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yo, he got all the smoke for Tech Twitter. Yo, I'm here for it. Oh, man, we're going to have ourselves a good Friday.
Consumption. And so you may be wondering, where am I? I'm in my parents' cottage right now, and it's a very simplistic place, and it's like, this is really all you need. You don't need all that much. Maybe you buy a phone, it's going to last you 2 to 3 years, so you can just forget about it. Why do you have to keep researching and staying up to date to every single new phone? You take a look at some of these YouTubers' channels, every single video that they upload is about some new phone or gadget or device, and it's just promoting the wrong ideas in my mind. And so even for me, as a mobile software engineer who worked at Google and Facebook on these exact phones, even I did not personally pay this much attention to every single phone, gadget, and device out there. I think this is a group of people, they're not really software engineer people, they're not even tech enthusiasts, they're more like tech consumers, people who get a thrill.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yo, he got all the smoke for tech Twitter. Yo, he said they're not tech enthusiasts, they're tech consumers. Oh shit. I'm here for it.
Out of pure consumption, because I don't know, maybe because that's just the way they were raised, and thinking that an item is going to bring them some type of happiness, when in reality, you know the saying, you don't own an item, the item owns you. And so what I'm saying is that in reality, life is just not that complicated. Buy a few items, buy a laundry machine, buy a refrigerator, a microwave, a toaster oven, and just call it a day. That'll be it. You don't really need to research all that much more into it. Buy a phone, if it can do some basic web surfing and take some pictures for you, maybe that's going to be good enough. And so what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, it shouldn't be all that complicated. A lot of our hysteria, the mass hysteria that we're seeing around phones and gadgets and laptops, it's manufactured by these people. Whereas in reality, this purchasing decision is really no different than when you go out and buy a hair blower, a refrigerator, a microwave, a toaster oven, a table.
I mean, I think a lot of it his personal opinion, because he looks like a minimalist. So you gotta be careful, because a lot of people who are minimalists try to push that minimalism on other people, and not everyone is a minimalist. Like, people like nice things and like to have their gadgets, man. I know people work hard for their stuff, and if they want to have, their phones, their cameras, and their TVs, that's their prerogative. But let's continue.
Chair. It's just a utility, an appliance to help you get through your day, and you don't need to be filming your refrigerator with a $10,000 red cinematic camera.
Yeah, I'll tell you something. The worst thing that happened to YouTube was MKBHD getting a red cinema camera to do YouTube videos. That was like literally the worst thing that ever happened to YouTube, because that's been a sticking point ever since he's gotten that damn camera. People talking about red cinema cameras for YouTube, son. That's like, that's the worst shit he could have done, yo, for real.
Creating a short mini film about it, showing off the refrigerator's features and all of its compartments in 8K S-Log footage using HDR 10-bit colors, multiple camera angles, and an entire studio just to film this. It's not really all that necessary, although if somebody were to go out and do that and they're...
Yo, he going in. Yo, I've not watched this whole video.
We're getting paid enough to do it, then they can create a sort of mass hysteria around this. And quite frankly, the same goes for so many other categories on YouTube that we see out there. Productivity is another one. You see a lot of productivity YouTubers promoting using Notion. Notion is this new app, or Evernote, or some other note-taking type of application, as if this is going to completely change your lifestyle. And then you have all these people going around looking for how to be more productive, trying to download all of these apps and signing up to them, paying the monthly service fees. Whereas in reality, maybe you don't need any of these things. You know how I stay productive. I just use a standard plain text file, and I just write my notes in there. And if you take a look, so many other very productive, highly productive entrepreneurs, that's the exact same technique they do. They don't use any fancy note-taking apps or apps to remind you to take a break every few minutes, sleep timers, Aura rings, and fancy nutritional diets, supplements, and ketosis and detoxes. Like, maybe you don't need any of this. What if I were to tell you that everything you need is already there, right in front of you? You already have it. You have all the tools that you need in order to be productive, in order to succeed. And then the next stage is, maybe it's time for you to actually just start putting in the work, right? Maybe that's really all it is. And perhaps you don't need to spend any more time procrastinating, consuming other people's content.
That's a great point right there. That's a great point right there. That's an excellent, excellent point.
At the end of the day, these other people, they're just trying to sell you something. They're trying to get you to waste your time.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yo, he going off. Yo, he is going off. I'm a 6'4" software engineer with a jawline, but I can't seem to find the right mic. Can you help me?
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Let me go buy 2 new phones. K Business Cast. Johnny Analyst. let's get back to it.
Time by watching their video, and at the end of the video they're just trying to get you to buy the product that they're showing off, and then hey, maybe the whole video was sponsored by this brand in the first place, and then that really makes you begin to question what is.
Oh, and thank you. Before we're done with the video, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is a website that I use to learn all my different skills from. You have plenty of classes and courses on Skillshare. If you want to test it out, click the link below to try out for 30 free days.
Is this that you're even watching? You know, it was just something that I began to realize as I consumed more and more YouTube content, and I realized that,
hey, we got Keep It Techy Tech Lead channel, great. Because he's a software engineer, so I could figure. Yeah, if you're new to the chat, if you got, you liking the video, man, definitely like the video on your way in. Share it out to your social media platforms if you want more people to get in on this conversation. But definitely like the video. I greatly appreciate it. Oh shit.
if I were to tell you that everything you need is already, you know, it was just something that I began to realize as I consumed more and more YouTube content, and I realized that everything out here is a brand advertisement and infomercial. You know,
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yo, he going off. He going off.
take a look at the biggest YouTubers out there, right? Maybe MKBHD or Unbox Therapy. These people have 10 million subscribers, and I'm not saying that their content's trash. In fact, it's probably pretty good. It's great. But at the same time, it's totally promoting consumerism, and it's really just Home Shopping Network 2.0. If you enjoy...
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Yeah. Yo. He said, I'm not going to call it trash, but yo, I'm weak. Oh, snap. Okay, let's get back to it, man.
enjoy watching Home Shopping Network, then sure, all the more power to you. But also just realize that it's really just pure consumption, and in reality, you probably don't need any of this either. It's really, you're probably procrastinating. So that'll do for me. Hope you enjoyed the episode.
Okay, so this video was really about consumerism, cage match, right? The video is really about consumerism, gas, gear acquisition syndrome, the thought of the next shiny object holding you back from doing what you're supposed to be doing now with what you have. And that's actually quite a lot of what I talk about. So no disrespect, then like, yeah, he's like, no disrespect, but shit is whack. But I'm not disrespecting you, but y'all shit is whack. Yo, I'm so dead. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and play Travis MCP's video. Travis is a little corny sometimes. He's a little corny sometimes, I have to admit, but he did a response to it. So we're gonna listen to Travis MCP's video. His video is only 12 minutes, and we're gonna, cut it up. And if anyone wants to be a part of the conversation, they want to join in on this, the StreamYard link is down here. If you want to join in on this, yeah, dude, a straight shooter. He always titled his video saying he's a millionaire. Absolutely. So anyway, so let's play Travis video. Let's see what Travis got to say.
Oh, what, this? No, it's just 100,000 more of these. I've actually done this several times. They've been lots of fun. I love reacting to things, but this one was interesting because he said some things and I kind of felt a certain way. So let's get into it. So this is the...
I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way.
Tech Lead Show. I had not actually have heard of this channel before, but it's a 100,000 subscriber channel. Plus, by the way, this actually isn't even his main channel. So he has other channels with more subscribers. But let's take a look at what he has to say about tech YouTubers.
Recently, I've come to the realization that I have a problem with tech YouTubers. In short, I believe that they promote this idea of consumption. When you take a step back and see what we have here, it's really just Home Shopping Network 2.0. You remember Home Shopping Network? People would just go on TV and they would demonstrate these products, gadgets, and explain these products to you, try to sell them to you. It's really the exact same thing.
I mean, well, when you review a product, aren't you supposed to show it how it works? I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's more to this.
Sure, maybe the hosts now are a little bit cooler, a little bit hipper.
I hope we're cooler and hipper.
Got these people, they're even going to the extremes of using expensive red cameras. All to what? To really just glorify some phone, some gadget, some computer, a laptop, and really to get you to want to consume some product.
Actually, it's more to consume the video.
I keep it techie in the building. What's happening?
What's up, Nancy? Over. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Live from the boot.
Man.
What you think about this topic? So, what you think about this so far, man?
Well, I try to hold my opinions to myself when it comes to this because I mean I ain't gonna lie, I kind of agree with the tech lead somewhat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's nothing wrong. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with talking about, you know, tech products or whatever. You know, it's cool or whatever. It's cool to actually talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But it does promote consumerism, and a lot of times I never really understood why they called it tech kind of at the end of the day. I mean, I get it. I understand. It is tech. It is new technology. It's new. But at the end of the day, it's like consumer electronics. That's what they used to call it a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I understand everything is becoming more smarter, you know, smart products and all that stuff, smart watches, smartphones, all that stuff. But back in the day, that was just considered consumer electronics. It was something that you would purchase or whatever. It's not actually technology. I mean, it is, but it wasn't called that, you know, when I was coming into the IT field, so to speak. Technology was considered mainframe servers, you know, and that's low tech, but printers, you know, all that type of stuff. So I don't know. I hope I ain't disrespecting nobody. I don't want to piss nobody off, but I do kind of agree with the tech lead's assessment.
Ain't nobody watching me like that way.
Because
what
I'm in
you
the.
say would matter.
Yeah, well, still, I like to, you know, make sure I don't piss nobody off regardless, because you never know who's listening. I mean, you got 5 people in the chat, but you never know who's listening.
You never know. And guess what? If you did say something.
Yeah. Yeah. Come out the clouds.
Come out the clouds. That's what I tell people. Yeah, I can come out the clouds. Ain't nobody checking for you over here. Trust me.
Yeah.
That bad man back. Hey, we got 8 Winners Timeless in the building. We got Tech for Your Needs in the building. Let's get back to the video.
I don't give a crap if you buy the product. And unless you have an affiliate deal or more to consume.
Some expensive red cameras, all to what? To really just glorify some phone, some gadget, some computer, a laptop, and really to get you to want to consume some product.
Actually, it's more to consume the video. I don't
playback.
Okay. As long as it's not the mic, I won't hear it, so it's fine.
Okay. Because I can't hear what you know playing. So I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, you can turn up your YouTube playback because you got the pod mic, so it should be able to reject that anyway, so it should be fine. We got in here. We got Tech for Your Needs. What's going on, Tech for Your Needs?
Not much. He just made another video last week about this thing.
I'm gonna play that video too. Yeah, I got that video. I got everything on the chopper. Let's go.
Give a crap if you buy.
I agree a little bit. I don't agree with him all the way. But I already got an argument with this one another person, and it's already been documented. Everybody knows about it. That I said we are promoters indirect, because if you look at it, anything you wear on you or any tag you do on your channel or whatever, you're still promoting the brand without wanting, but you're showing the brand out.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, without us, there's no brand. Without brand, there's no us. So, I don't know. It's just a 50-50, you know. If I talk about product, then I'm giving promotion to the company. I'm helping the company and direct, but I'm still kind of not working for the company, but making a service for the company.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from.
No, I got you.
And that's my take on it.
All right, let's keep seeing. Let's keep hearing what Travis got to
have an affiliate deal or a sponsored deal. We don't care if you buy the product. Most of us, anyway, at least the ones I talk to, I know I don't give a crap. I'm pretty sure most of them don't give a crap either, unless it's a good product. In which case, I think That's a good thing, isn't it?
If you think about it, our modern society's obsession with phones is really a cause of these promoters, these influencers.
Wait a minute. No. Settle down, young man. See, this is one of the things I take heat. Actually, let me see what else he says, because that's a silly assumption. Hold on one second.
All they talk about are the latest phones and gadgets from Samsung, Asus, iPhone, Android, Google, and all of these other manufacturers. And this whole industry is fueled and propelled by these big brands, which are really just promoting these people, pouring tons of funds into it in order to get these people to talk about their products. When you compare that to, say, the washing machine industry, the dryer industry, the hair blower industry, why don't people get all hyped up and excited about washing machines?
Now, a couple things. I actually have talked about this similar subject in one of my brand loyalty videos. Maybe I'll leave a link in the description below. There are reasons I believe behind this that I've kind of talked about, so I won't cover them here. But, you know, at the beginning of this, he said that, you know, it's YouTubers' fault for people buying smartphones. Let's be clear.
Yeah, I don't get that. I think that's a little crazy. I don't think it's YouTubers' fault for people to buy smartphones.
The hundreds of millions of phones that get bought every single year, the vast majority of them
Hold on, say that again, Silva.
He said, Tech Lead said that it's YouTubers' fault. The reason why people are so vapid with buying multiple cell phones, and I can't agree with that. I don't think it's YouTubers' fault for that.
Yeah, it's not. That's not at all. So I agree with you. What you saying?
Yeah, I agree. It's just an informed by decision. That's up to you to buy it if you want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
By people that never watch YouTube. And then even some of the top selling brands aren't ones that are even covered by some of the top tech YouTubers. So that's just not genuine. That's not a genuine complaint. As a matter of fact, if you think about it, he says that some of the top brands are the ones we focus on. Of course it is. But that's because of the simple fact of YouTube. Let's talk about this for a second. I make YouTube videos so people will watch them. I don't know about you, if you're a creator or if any of the other creators, my creator friends, are different, but I'm pretty sure most of us make videos like the one you made here for people to watch them. That's the point. And if people aren't watching the latest phone by Broke Sonic,
we got contention. 8 Witness Timeless is saying that's cap on the phones. 8 Witness Timeless has called capping. I was about to interject with some capping for Travis too. I was gonna let Travis finish though. Let's let Travis finish.
I'm not gonna make that video. It doesn't make any sense. Why would I spend the same time and effort to make a video to get less views, thus less revenue, thus less interest, for a video that just because I want to be different? That's ridiculous. It is not the tech YouTubers that are making products popular. We're following what people watch.
I'm calling cap. I'm gonna let him finish though, but that's capping.
If no one watches the videos about a specific product, there's no reason for us to make videos about them. If they do start watching them, of course we're going to make them. We don't make them watch things, they make us cover things.
Why do people
cap? We're going to talk about LG for a minute. For many years, tech reviewers, it was almost a concentrated effort to bomb LG year after year after year after year. BG Tech Life is going on. Shout out to BG Tech Life. Year after year, tech reviewers bombed every iteration of an LG phone, regardless of the innovation that was put into it, regardless of the camera quality, regardless of the hardware innovation, regardless of the software implementation that's been on LG phones. Every LG model that was reviewed by tech reviewers, by the majority of the top tech content creators and the mid-tier, low-tier, whatever tier you want to put them, it was a concentrated effort to truly bang and bring down the brand of LG. And the only people that you would really get really great, riveting reviews from LG phones were the smaller influencers who actually use the device more than a week and actually use the device for an extended period of time. And the thing that you always can hear from these content creators is how good the phone is, how good the battery life is, how good the camera is, the software is great, the hardware is great. So Travis is capping right there. What do you guys think? And again, if anyone wants to get in on the conversation, the StreamYard link is pinned in the chat room below. So what you guys think about that? Oh, they're all muted.
Nah, go ahead, CoVa, because I missed the cap. Let me just say it that way.
So
because I'm behind on the stream.
Don't worry about I can't control the delay. That's just how the software works. So what Travis is saying is that it's not the YouTuber's fault. The YouTubers make content that the people want to watch. And my little interjection in calling him capping is that, you know, when it comes to LG, it was a concentrated effort to bang on LG year after year after year from all of the top to mid tier tech content creators. And the only creators that you got really great riveting reviews based on the long-term usage and actual real world usage of the phone were the smaller, less popular creators. And the same thing all of these creators say is that the hardware is great, the software is good, the cameras are good, the battery life is good. But the thing is, the majority of the top tech content creators who think like Travis always banged and shut down LG. So the overall sentiment with LG was that the LG phones are subpar phones. He only followed products that people like. He has no personal interest. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's like when tech reviewers start talking about that, I'm gonna bang on them for that, for the hate that they put on LG. So, you know, so you can take it from there. Keep it techie. Tech for you.
No, I to be honest, I don't really know, man.
Okay.
But based on what I'm hearing, because I'm subscribed to Travis.
Mhm.
I actually follow him on Instagram as well, but I don't really watch his content because I'm not one of these people that buy. I don't have gas.
Yeah, gas is bad.
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Gas is bad.
Yeah.
This is not a pro gas channel.
Yeah, my my kids stopped me from having gas.
Handling Jones. I got kids.
But, yeah. But now, I mean, go ahead. I don't want to interrupt what you got because this is a good conversation. I just don't have anything to add to it.
Tech for you, I mean,
at the moment.
No problem. Tech for your needs.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't have nothing to add right now at the moment.
And we will pass on the lightning round. Shout out to VG Tech Life. He says that that means he could never teach or introduce his following to anything. Absolutely. Shout out to Handling Jones in the building. If you're new to the stream, like the stream and click the link if you want to join the conversation. We are going to get back to it.
People get excited about laptops and phones and gadgets. Well, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's really just because of these influencers who are just promoting and spamming these products and getting people excited about it by filming it using these expensive red cameras.
I've seen some really amazing videos with washers and dryers. I'm still not excited. It doesn't matter what the cinematography is. That has nothing to do with it. The people that are interested in washers and dryers understand they're just a tool. Unfortunately, there's a tremendous amount of people out there that look at phones as a status symbol. They put some of their own self-value into these things, which is why there's a certain hype about it. Again, I've covered this in a previous video. I'm not going to cover it again. This is not really a genuine kind of comparison, because if everyone was looking for the latest washer and dryer, literally we would be doing videos about those products. I feel like this is not a genuine complaint, or maybe he just doesn't understand.
You know, when you think about it in reality, when you buy a new phone, do you really show it off to people, by the way? Like, do you show it off to your friends and family?
If you're a young kid, yes, because as I've also covered on my channel, blue bubble versus green bubble. If you don't know what that means, Google it.
Maybe you buy a phone, it's going to last you 2 to 3 years.
I agree.
So
I agree. Like when I get my little gadgets, like I showed off to like my mentor or whatever. I say, hey, I got this new camera, or hey, I got this new phone. So I agree with that. Like people do show off their gear when they buy it. You know, they're happy to show people their things. So I understand with I agree with Travis on that.
You can just forget about it. Why do you have to keep researching and staying up to date to every single new phone?
You don't. And actually, I think my channel is kind of proof of that. I talk about older and less expensive phones. However, everyone's 2 to 3 year cycle is different. So a lot of the people that come to my channel are on a 2 or 3 year old cycle, and I'm just talking about the newest thing, which is their upgrade. It doesn't mean you have to upgrade every year. Again, I don't know if this is such a great argument. I understand like what he's getting at. He's talking about the people that want to upgrade every year, and some people just like that. That's what they enjoy. That's a whole different conversation, by the way. And YouTubers themselves can't make people do that. That's not what we're doing. We are showing people that already have an interest in something more of what they have an interest in. Again, the viewer leads the YouTuber, not the other way around. We can definitely show you what products are good to buy when you're already interested in it, but I can tell you there's tons of great products that we'll promote that no one watches, and that's not our fault.
And I will say that this kind of gets into the whole average consumer argument, because the average consumer argument is that average consumers have different buying cycles than quote unquote tech enthusiasts. And I think that's really like based on, I would say like flawed data when it comes to YouTube analytics, right? Because as you can see, I'm a tech person. Like I got the mic, the camera, the gaming monitors, the computers, the mics, the keyboard, the mixer, all of that. But when it comes to phones, like I'm not a massive phone buyer. I don't buy phones every 6 months, right? I don't buy multiple phones every year. Like last year was the most, included the most phones I've recently purchased. Like I got the Z Fold 2 and the Note 20 Ultra, and that's the most phones I've ever purchased in a 2-year time span. But before that, I would normally keep a phone for 1 to 2 or 3 years, at least. And I know, I'm pretty sure Keep It Techie is the same way. He don't get a lot of different phones. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Tech for Your Needs is also the same way. He doesn't get a lot of phones every year. Let me see what we got in here. We got, hey, we got Technoid in the building.
What's up, big man? What's up?
Yo.
How you doing? It's good to see all you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. We can hear you, man.
What's up, everyone? Everybody in the live and also in the chat. Good to see you all tonight.
Amen to that.
Good to see you.
Nah, I just got back from the movies. I saw Spiral from the Book of Saw. It was a great movie.
How was that?
Man, if y'all didn't think Chris Rock had any acting potential, my man actually did a good job.
Oh, Chris Rock was in it. Okay, I didn't even see any trailers or anything about it.
Nah, let me tell you something. I'm not the biggest fan of Chris Rock. I enjoy the show Everybody Hates Chris. I think he's a comedic genius, but I never really took him seriously as an actor until tonight. Like there were moments in that movie where he actually felt genuine. Like he felt like a genuine actor.
Wow.
So I can't lie. It was really a really good movie.
Okay, so you got to hear from Technoid first. Check out the new Saw movie with Chris Rock in it. I didn't even know Chris Rock was in a new Saw movie. That's new.
So what we talking about tonight? What I missed?
So I'm not sure if you know. So there's this video that from a content creator named Tech Lead. We got Keystone in the building. So Tech Lead made a video about 9 months ago talking about tech YouTubers and what he didn't like about tech YouTubers. And now last week we had Travis MCP. He did a video kind of responding to this, and then Tech Lead did another video talking about why I don't like YouTubers. So
we got drama in this field. Yo, we need a drama alert host. I'm gonna be the new drama alert host next week.
Absolutely, yo. Because I was talking about earlier, I was like, look at man, Tech Twitter, right, is like the AV club and the like the chess club fighting with each other, right? It's like the funniest shit ever, right? It's like to me, I find that shit to be so hilarious. And then people be chasing clout in tweets and shit like that. Like I find all of it.
I swear.
Yeah, I find it utterly hilarious when it happens, right? And I'm gonna pull up some tweets too. I'm gonna pull up some clout tweets. But I just love it when they tech Twitter people be doing it. It's the funniest shit in the world, right? So we're just gonna get back into the video. So if you can hear the video while I'm playing it, and I'm gonna cut in, I'm gonna ask you guys what you think. And if you don't got any opinions on what was just said, that's fine. We'll keep it moving.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the well ain't that deep with this conversation.
I think this is a group of people. They're not really software engineer people. They're not even tech enthusiasts. They're more like tech consumers. People who get a thrill out of pure consumption because, I don't know, maybe because that's just the way they were raised and
I mean, if we're going to start painting brushes, I've worked with a lot of software developers and most of them are antisocial. Does that mean I can paint every single software developer as an antisocial person? Could I say that about you? That is like where all prejudice starts. You paint an entire group of people with one brush. Bro, you don't know how much I love tech. I'm surrounded by tech. I love it. And yes, do I consume it? Of course. But I'm here to share my love of tech. And if you're interested in what I'm talking about, then come watch. If you're not, it's fine. Then don't watch.
Thinking that an item is going to bring them some type of happiness when in reality, you know the saying, you don't own an item, the item owns you.
This I agree with 100%. And again, something I've talked about on my channel. You should not be putting your self-worth into these products at all. Like, if you have a little bit of joy for getting the newest gadget, great. But it should not define who you are. I totally agree with him on this.
Life is just not that complicated, you know? Buy a few items, buy a laundry machine, buy a
Oh, and if you guys got something to say too, you can definitely interject.
No worries, I'm listening, man.
Yeah, I'm listening too. I'm listening too. I don't have much to say in between what's being said right now.
Absolutely, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
refrigerator, a microwave, a toaster oven, and
Why is he so obsessed with microwaves?
Yeah, that's kind of weird too. He keeps mentioning microwaves and toaster ovens and washing machines. And what I mentioned earlier is that he's obviously a minimalist. And there's nothing wrong with minimalists. But the problem with minimalists is that they feel that everyone should be minimalist like them. And that's not how everyone operates. Like some people, like they work hard and they like having nice things. Like they like having the computer with the RGB light. They like having the different phones. They like having the cameras, right? They like having the consoles and the TVs and the monitors. They like having things. You know, some people work hard and because of their hard work, they make their money and you can't take it with you when you go. That money not going with you, player. So spend it, invest it, reap the benefits and enjoy your money. So the problem I have with minimalists is a lot of minimalists project their philosophies onto other people and make it seem that people should follow their exact philosophy, and that's not how things should work.
Absolutely, I'm with you on that. You know, I don't classify myself as a minimalist, but even then, I'm not going to force somebody to do something the way I do things. We all are human beings. We have a different code from everyone else. We all have different, standards, different ways of living. So, the whole goal of being a YouTuber is just to share your belief or just share what you do. You're not trying to preach it to somebody to turn into a pastor that you can find at like 8 a.m. in the morning on like one of those random TV shows. You're just giving your perspective, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't be something where you're telling people, oh, I'm going to do this and you should follow me too. So for me, when I make videos and when I do my thing, I'm not trying to convince people. I'm just giving my opinion. And if, I do say, I'm open to a debate because I'm not going to try to convince you my side. I'm just going to show you where I'm coming from. And if you disagree, that's fine. But to try to force it, I don't like things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What you got for me? Keep it techie, tech for your needs. You got an opinion on that?
I like the information, and what I tell people, this is my gathering based on my research and based on using the product. That's the key factor, because people give opinion without having the product. I'd rather use the product. Like right now, I've been having the iPhone XR. I no need to buy another phone. If it ain't broken, why fix it? I ain't trying to keep up with the Jones.
Yeah. And that's a huge problem. I'm sorry, go ahead. My fault.
Yeah, my apologies. And then I laid the information from A to B, and then it's up to you. So I'm not saying that I'm the perfect YouTuber. You got to do your research and base not on just one person, multiple person, and then you make it by information on that decision on different multiple people. That's
Absolutely.
my take.
That's a great point. That's actually a very good point. And something that's actually very relatable to me, because last year, if you guys ever check out, I made a video about a pair of headphones that were, budget end headphones. And, me being 19, just turned 20, I'm still, I'm a young kid. I'm learning. I got a lot of things to learn. And I didn't realize, the demographic that they were targeted for. And I was pretty critical on them. And I got a lot of backlash on it. And they said, hey man, you're aiming too high. You got to set yourself in the shoes of people. And ever since I got that feedback, I've kind of tuned myself to be like that, put myself in other people's shoes and narrow down where products or where anything lies. So I 100% agree with what you just said, Tech for Your Needs. Like, that is so relatable and so true.
Absolutely. What about you, Keep It Tech? You got anything on that?
Nah, not really, man. I mean, y'all all make some great points. You know what I'm saying? And back to something you stated earlier, you were talking about purchasing products. Yeah, I definitely only purchase products when I actually need them. You know what I'm saying? And normally I go through the full life cycle of a phone. Like I just got the Pixel. What's that?
4A.
4A 5G.
Yeah,
I just got that today. It just came in the mail today, and
and
I'm upgrading from a Pixel.
phone. That's an excellent phone, by the way.
Yeah, and it is, and Pixel phones are great, but I just upgraded from the Pixel 2 XL or whatever, and
That's
you know how long that's been
also a
out.
great phone too, though. That's actually arguably, and I'm not a Pixel fan, so I think I always thought Pixel phones are garbage. But in the terms of Pixel phones, like the 2 XL is arguably one of the best Pixel phones.
Oh yeah, definitely. And but yeah, I don't upgrade until I have to. And really what forced me to upgrade was they stopped sending security updates.
Yes.
So it had reached the end of life as far as security updates. But you guys are making great points. Just go ahead. I'll hop in when I hear something.
And we are passing up on the lightning round. Let's get back to the video.
Toaster ovens and laundry machines. It's just kind of a funny random thing to continue to bring up. Does he have stock in something, or what is that all about? That's kind of funny.
And so what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, it shouldn't be all that complicated. A lot of our hysteria, the mass hysteria that we're seeing around phones and gadgets and laptops, it's manufactured by these people. Whereas in reality, this purchasing decision is really no different than when you go out and buy a hair blower, a refrigerator, a microwave, a toaster oven.
I would disagree.
He got the toaster oven again.
As you are typically not spending $1,000 for a hair blower or a microwave or something like that. I mean, if you are, you're paying too much, man.
And you don't need to be filming your refrigerator with a $10,000 red cinematic camera.
So are you advocating for crappy looking YouTube videos? I'm kind of confused by this line of thinking. I don't understand it.
I get where he's coming from, but I'm thinking he's missing the target a little bit. I get the sentiment of watching YouTube videos being filmed with $12,000 cinema cameras. I mean, I can't. I mean, it looks great. Once you go to the little icon and you turn it all the way up to 4 and 8K, realistically speaking, for average consumer content, I mean, I'm not seeing it. However, that is a heavily opinionated opinion. And I'm pretty sure there's people who would say that they enjoy the videos that are shot with $7,000 film cameras, filming a phone next to a fake plant.
I swear, man, you really be knowing how to hit the mark on the nail. But no, like, I'm watching this video, and from both Travis and this guy, like, I get both sides. And
yeah,
I'll come out and say it. I'm not the biggest fan of Travis. I don't like his stuff, but I don't hate him. I just don't like the videos. But I got to admit, I got to give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
Travis makes a lot of fair points. And, I also understand where the other guy's coming from. But, the thing that is making me kind of side a little bit with Travis is that Travis is like us. Yeah. He understands the general base, the general consumer. Now, this whole microwave toaster oven thing, I don't understand where he's trying to come in with that, because
that's his minimalist programming.
Yeah, I could kind of explain it a little bit. I think he kind of thinks like I think. That's why I kind of like the tech lead. I like his channel. I've been subscribed to him for years. But he's a tech guy, and what I mean by tech, not phones, not computers. Well, computers, but not consumer electronics. And that's what I was bringing up earlier.
Yes,
that it is somewhat of a separation when it comes to phones and that type of technology, especially when it's coming from the mind of a programmer. And that's what he is. I've been working in the IT field for about 15 years, and it's a clear separation.
Linux goat. He is a Linux goat.
It's kind of a appreciate it, but it is kind of like a clear separation between these type of products versus the tech that we talk about at work, because we talk about $30,000 servers, or we talk about RAM, we talk about hard drives, we talk about how to configure how to configure that and how to set up storage so multiple people can access it, as well as writing a program to access a whole bunch of data in the back end in a database somewhere. So that's the kind of tech that he's used to talking about. When we say tech, that's what he's thinking in his head. The other stuff is just, that's just stuff that I use. It helps me. It's
toys.
just
kind of like
just
toys.
Toys. And so he has that minimalistic mindset, which I kind of have, and that's mainly because I have kids nowadays. But I'll probably be buying a whole bunch of phones. You know what I'm saying? And so I guess. Well, let me let y'all go ahead though.
No,
I
you
just
got
want.
it.
Go
ahead. You got it, man.
I'm learning more. Hell, I'm learning more from you than I probably have learned in my anthropology class.
There we go, man. That's why I'm the technician. Yeah. Very technical over here. No, I'm glad Keep It Techie. You got that perspective on the panel, right? I like it. I like that because I'm like a little bit in between because I'm just with the shit sometimes. But but no, I like it because you have the perspective of tech lead, and you see the consumer electronics and the phones and the gadgets and the keyboards and the mice and all of that. You kind of see them as like toys. Not to say that they're unimportant, but from your world, from your perspective, from your minds, from your life experiences, what you consider tech, like you said, are like the bigger infrastructure pieces that make things work. Like your conversation about tech, like you just said, is about server racks, server farms, database, large storage, NAS and terabytes and petabytes and things like that. Your conversations are high above the consumer electronic level.
Yeah. And I do get it because I went to school for my fault. I went to school for networking administrator, and I get where you're coming from. Keep It Tech, but honestly, this guy Tech Lee, I'm subscribed to his 1 million channel, his main channel for a while. But why he got to always say, "I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire"?
Yeah, I know
that's
he
not
does
part of
that
the
a lot.
conversation.
Yeah, it's like it's that kind of that weird minimalism, elitism. Yeah, man. I can't stand that. I can't stand elitism. Like when people start playing the elitism game with me, they get in their feelings pretty quick. But let's get back to the video.
Trying to understand it, but I don't. I think what he's trying to say is it doesn't have to be that complicated, which is fine. But some people enjoy that.
Yes.
Why are you telling people what they should and shouldn't enjoy? It's a little.
That's that elitism. That exactly what Travis said. That's exactly what that is. That is the elitism telling people what they should and should not like. That's exactly what that is.
Weird. I think I understand what he's trying to get at with this entire video. Talking about how consumerism and stuff is kind of out of control. And I actually do agree with him on that. Like,
I agree.
But here in America,
I mean, we have a whole term for out of control consumerism, and it's called GAS, Gear Acquisition Syndrome. And this is not a gear acquisition syndrome channel. We are pro save your money for your kids, like Keep It Techie. So that's we for the kids.
Think of the children.
Think of the children. The kids. But like I'm for reasonable, sensible tech purchases based on the needs and your wants. Like I'm just not. I'll never tell anybody to go get a $700 mic to do $25 content. Like I'm not gonna tell you to do that.
Like, I won't lie to you. I've never subscribed to Techly. I've never subscribed to any of these guys, except for maybe Travis at one point, but then I just unsubbed, but not for any bad reason. I just, I just kind of cleared up my sub stuff. But mostly I just narrow down what I watch. But honestly, like, the whole minimalist approach, again, and I feel like if you're going to make that, your general audience, if that's what you're focused on, don't then try to start dragging in other things that have nothing to do with what you're focusing on. Like, for example, let's say you're a tech YouTuber. And again, the word tech could be defined in so many different ways. But then you start going off and start doing movies, or then you start talking about TV shows. Then you start talking about anything that has to do with what you're trying to focus on. You try to drag those things in, and it has nothing to do with what you're doing. Like, I feel like he's trying to understand, who he's talking to. I feel like he got his audience, but again, you cannot be forcing it down, people. You can't be forcing it, especially, and one thing I believe, Tech for Your Needs, you brought up, in his videos, he brings up, I'm a millionaire. See, I don't like people like that. Like, you don't got to gloat about who you are, what you do. Like, I could say things about my personal life, but again, it's not my place to say that. That's my business. That's my personal life. There's a reason you separate your personal life from your YouTube persona. And, for me, again, it goes back to Travis, it really is all about who you believe in and what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I agree with what you said, Technoid, but I look at it this way. He's, in my opinion, now this is my opinion, I'm not trying to dispute anything you said, because I mostly agree with what you said, but I look at it as a marketing strategy. I think that's why he's always used that how to do this as a millionaire, or I'm a ex Google programmer as a millionaire, or something like that. It was kind of like a marketing strategy, and I think that's why how he was able to build his channel up to a million subscribers. So it does come off as like elitist, but it also drives people to actually watch his content more, especially, and it's almost like that YouTube game where you're just kind of throwing shade on other people in order to, because this is not the first time he's went at certain things or said things that were controversial, and I looked at it as he was just trying to get more people to come in as subscribers to his channel or reach a wider audience. So
if it's a
I get
marketing
what you're saying.
Yeah, if it's a marketing tactic, that's right up my alley. That's my study of field in school. I'm a business major. I got computers, and I got my certifications in all C++ and, Python, Java.
Cool.
But
Congrats.
and for, for the marketing strategy, it's always key is wording and how you do things. And if that's the case, then fine. You know what? That's clear. We know he's got a marketing strategy, and if that works, it works best. But at some point, once you built the audience, you got to change and tweak it to keep getting newer ones, but you can't attract the old ones, because the old ones are going to keep following. And I feel like when I watch the way he talks and the way he's presenting himself, I'm getting the feeling that he's trying to get new people, but he's still addressing, the wrong sort of audience.
Yeah.
Because he's not wording it right, or if anything, he's not focused on the task at hand. Yeah. Maybe I'm just getting a different message, but I get it.
He's like not over the target with the message that he's trying to convey.
Yeah, but also, as far as the YouTube goes, he worked for YouTube before, so he knows how the algorithm goes. He's part of the team. Like he said before, he keep emphasizing that, so he knows how to crack the code because he was the one that created some of the stuff based on his wording.
Absolutely. Let's get back to, I think Travis is going to wrap it up here. Let's see what he says.
Okay, that's kind of the game that we play. It's literally what's happening. Tech YouTubers are going to have no difference in that, whether we promote that or not. We're not changing that. It's not going to stop. But this feels a lot like someone on their front porch saying, "Get off my lawn."
At the end of the day, these other people, they're just trying to sell you something.
I mean, God bless Travis, but the one thing that makes me unsubscribe from so many tech YouTubers, it's like the shitty jokes, I'm like, God damn, I can't deal with the jokes, man. But that's just me. Just me.
I'm not trying to sell you nothing except for some entertainment. You want to watch this video? I'm not selling you anything in this video. It's not sponsored. Most of my content isn't sponsored. Like 95% of my content is not sponsored. I just want you to come and have fun watching my videos. I'm not trying to sell you anything. What am I selling you here? I'm not even selling you to subscribe to this guy. But go ahead and subscribe to this guy. Why not?
They're trying to get you to waste your time watching their video.
How dare you?
Shots fired! Shots fired!
This guy got all the smoke.
You take a look at the biggest YouTubers out there, right? Maybe mkbhd or Unbox Therapy. These people have 10 million subscribers, and I'm not saying that their content's trash. In fact, it's probably pretty good. It's great. But at the same time, it's totally promoting consumerism, and it's really just Home Shopping Network 2.0. If you enjoy watching Home Shopping Network, then sure, all the more power to you. But also just realize that it's really just pure consumption, and in reality, you probably don't need any of this either.
But here's the thing. I actually know a lot of people that come in my comment section that watch videos about these products, not because they want to go buy them. Sometimes they can't even afford them, but because they appreciate the art that some creators put into them. And for me, they like my take on it. They don't necessarily have any intention of buying anything. And if you watch a lot of my videos, a lot of times I'm rallying against certain manufacturers, against putting out devices that I think are unnecessary. And I'm what I would consider a tech YouTuber. This was a very strange video. You know, I feel like he's really missed the mark. I understand where he's coming from, but he's very much pushing his own lifestyle on other people.
Absolutely.
Which is basically what he's complaining about YouTubers doing, pushing commercialism. Now let's real quick talk about something that the larger YouTubers like mkbhd and Unbox Therapy actually have a business which employs people. That's a pretty good thing, right? And if they don't put out videos that people are looking for and the views go down, they may have to lay off those people. So would you rather them do videos that people aren't going to watch just for the sake of not being consumeristic and have people lose their jobs? I don't understand. But if you're watching this video, leave me a comment.
What do you guys think about what he just said? Let me play that back real quick.
Put out videos that something that the larger YouTubers like mkbhd and Unbox Therapy actually have a business which employs people. That's a pretty good thing, right? And if they don't put out videos that people are looking for and the views go down, they may have to lay off those people. So would you rather them do videos that people aren't going to watch just for the sake of not being consumeristic and have people lose their jobs? I don't understand. But if you're watching this.
So in the sense of pushing the consumeristic agenda and promoting like rampant and reckless consumerism and buying, I mean, yes, I don't like it, but no, it's like I'm not going to tell someone to make non-consumerist videos because I don't want them to promote consumerism, because at the end of the day, you got to make the content, and the content has to be good, and you have to get paid for the content so you can pay the other people. I mean, yes, Halliburton is bad, but there's probably millions, thousands upon thousands of people who are able to feed their families off of Halliburton profiting in war. And I mean, what do you guys think about that? Unless everyone passes on it, and that's fine too.
Oh no, I'm catching up.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's the delay. I can't. There's not much. Like if I've streamed one time with zero latency, 100%, and it was very weird with my network. So I don't do zero latency. There's like always like a little delay.
Nah, no worries. I think, you know, for me, with when you're making videos and when you're focusing on consumers, I feel like you kind of, you know, have to focus on that in a way, because that's kind of where most of the growth is for a content creator, but also it's where you can get your opinion out and you don't have to feel like you're alone. Now, I've been very critical in the past, you know, because that's just me. I've always disliked when big YouTubers tackle on like products and when smaller guys are trying to do the same thing and they don't get the recognition.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very critical of it. But then I've come to realize that these big YouTubers, you know, it's not their fault. It's not like they're intentionally trying to do anything bad. It's not their fault. It's just that, you know, sometimes it's YouTube's algorithm and sometimes it's just things that we can't control. And, you know, eventually some of these small guys do get big and then their message gets heard and their videos get pushed. And, you know, that's just how it is on YouTube. So it's not like the big guys are taking the views. They already established themselves. And when it comes to consumer base, that's the number one area where they're mostly trusted and heard. So for me, I'm always like, you know, just do your thing and try to focus on what you think will work. And with the approach, you know, feed everybody. And yeah, if you're a big channel, you got to make this stuff and you got to support your staff. You got to do what you have to do, not just as a content creator, but you're also, if you're working with people, that's their livelihood, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. What about you, Keep It Techie Tech for Your Needs? What you got on that?
I mean, I agree because, you got to feed your staff and everything. What's the purpose of having a channel if you're gonna put content that nobody gonna watch? So what's the purpose? I mean, I know I'm not here to chase the number, but I also got to be realistic. Without number, there's no you, or without them, there's no me. So it's a 50-50. You know what I mean? I provide information. And then if people like what I gravitate, then it's fine. That's why I never tell people subscribe to my channel. I'll be like, if you like what you see, subscribe. Based on that, that's how my honest opinion.
Yeah, and I close it up, man. At the end of the day, man, YouTube was created for people to share their ideas and share their thoughts on whatever they want to talk about. So I would never agree with telling or trying to stop people from talking about whatever they want to talk about. So like whether it's phones, whether it's whatever type of tech that they want to talk about, because someone out there will get that information and use it for their needs, or they'll get something out of that video that they're watching at the end of the day, if it's good, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's no need to I guess try to tell people not to try to make content. And I do agree that what you said, Technoid, a little earlier about it's not those guys' fault. I mean, they just happen to hop in the game at the right time. I remember MKBHD, you know, was a little fucking kid like my son's age, you know, getting on there, making videos, and he made his bones just like everybody else on here, you know what I'm saying? And he just happened to come in at a time before a lot of other people and got to where he is because he put in the work. So all you can do is salute that, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And somebody, you know, I mean, it's not your time right now, but eventually you'll grow, you know what I'm saying, and just keep grinding it out as much as you can. And I hope I'm making sense. I ain't going all over the place.
You got it, man. You got
it.
And I just want to say real quick, and because I'm actually kind of interested, I see you popped up the reaction video, what he hates YouTubers. I kind of want to check that out.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, you know, there's always a perception on YouTube that people are always jealous of a bigger YouTuber. Everybody out there, small creators, and I'm not accusing you guys, but I'm just saying there are people that I know that have gotten jealous, that have always held something against these guys. Like, you know, oh, they're the reason I'm failing. Listen, it's not their fault. It's your fault. If you're not taking the time, if you're not taking the will to entertain or make a video or try your best, then that's on you. It's all you. You can't blame a person for your mess up, your mistakes. You have to take accountability. You got to stop blaming other people for your mess up, because you know something? The only person you're screwing yourself up is you. The only person that's messing up is you. And I feel like it doesn't matter what you do. If you believe in what you do and you enjoy it, you will find success. And I'll tell you guys, I'm not trying to use myself as like a plateau or anything. I started out literally behind a MacBook Pro, and I got people that were into me. And I now, you know, I do this for fun. I don't do this because it's a job. I do it because I'm just bored and I just want to entertain people. And I just want to do it because it's what I like. And the only person that can do it is me. Not MKBHD, not Unbox Therapy, because they got their own stuff. It's up to me to do what I have to do to find an audience, to grow. So to anyone out there that holds a stigma against these guys, You got to stop that. It's you. You got to have the passion and the fire and the will, and it's going to be hard. You know, nothing in this life is easy. You work for what you get. You make life the way you make it. Life is a flip of a coin, and the flip of the coin is whether you win or lose. It's all up to you.
Yeah, I agree. I want to add one more thing.
Message.
The last thing that I want to add quickly is that I hear smaller content creator, and this is annoying me. I can't make that video because somebody else made it first than me, and they got a larger audience, so they got all the views. No, your perspective matter. No matter how many times the video's done, don't think your video's unique. You made a special idea. If you look it up, I'm pretty sure, unless it's a special, super unique, niche, then it's different. But every video has been done. Your perspective does matter, no matter if it's done 100 times. And that's my advice.
And we got the perfect quote from Rocky when he was telling his spoiled ass son. And he told his son, let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshines and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place. And I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you up to your knees. Blah, 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 blah. Make better YouTube videos. Anyway.
I swear. You just cut straight to the point. Yeah. We know Rocky said, just make good YouTube videos.
There we go. Make your YouTube videos. Anyway, I want to get to this video because I think this video is going to crack me up. So this video is his last video, part of the Tech YouTube, Tech Drama T Twitter. And this is my problem with YouTube. I'm going to let him rock out because I have not watched his video as well.
Got something really interesting I have to tell you. Just watch this video to the end because it's so interesting. You just have to... Okay, look. This is getting...
Okay, I like him. He is a troll. I love it. It gets people attention. That's why people are talking about it now. That's what made me find his channel, because otherwise I would not know who the hell this guy is. So I can dig it. I'm going to give him an E for effort on this one.
Out of hand, all of this clickbait on YouTube. I hope you've been enjoying your YouTube browsing experience. Have you learned anything valuable yet? No? How long has it been? A few months or years even that you've been watching YouTube content? How much more time do you need until you've actually learned anything of substantial value or minimal value? Okay, wait, let's just take a step back and allow me to introduce myself formally for those of you who may not know who I am.
Yeah. Yo, he gonna make me reach for my inhaler. Yo, what is his problem? Yo, what is his problem?
I just gotta laugh.
Yeah. What is the problem?
Google,
why is he so
Facebook,
spicy,
multimillionaire.
bro?
He is spicy. He is chai tea extra robust.
Bro,
Like,
you can see he's heating up the cup. Look at his smoking just by holding it in his hand.
Man. This dude is a spicy boy.
But you know what? He's off to a great start.
Yeah.
You know, he's got the sarcasm going. He's got, the dickish persona going. So he's making good strides so far.
He got my attention.
Ex-husband, for those single ladies out there, tech lead. And I used to work on the YouTube app, actually. Oh yeah, that's right. I was the tech lead over there. And part of my job was ensuring that everybody had a great experience over there. And now I'm kind of just working on the content side here. You can say my other channel has well over 1 million subscribers. So if you'll excuse me, I like to think that I know what I'm talking about. No thanks to you. So here's the problem. Most of the people you see on YouTube are total idiots. Okay, and I'm not talking about my...
Yo, he going in.
Shots fired. Shots
Bro, hold on. I'm behind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I need to breathe.
Yo, he's going.
Ex-husband.
Yo, he is going off right now on the video, son. Yo, he is going in on the YouTubers, man. This is prime grade AT right here, guys. I have to admit.
Man, I swear, I don't know what happened, but it's amazing how somebody can just flip the switch from off to on in a split second. Because you watch that last video, he's composed, he's holding himself.
Yeah, I didn't get that kind of energy.
But then all of a sudden now he's like, this is like the one time where he said, screw a paycheck. He's going all in.
My man is like,
I mean, I watched both videos, so I'm gonna just laugh.
Myself. I mean, most of the time, the creator, the influencer is this college dropout of a kid who's never worked any serious job or has no insight, no wisdom, no experience, no skills, no nothing, has accomplished zero in his lifetime or her lifetime. And you know these kids, if they were to come off the streets out of their homeless shelters, waving...
Yo! Quick story. I've actually seen this guy in New York several times, and I've worked in a store where this guy ran into the store doing his little spiel. Yo, he is breaking. He did not like the videos that people responded to him. He got all the smoke.
Their hands at you telling you, hey, I've got something really interesting to tell you. It's so interesting. You've got to watch this. It's so interesting. You wouldn't even give them the time of day. Maybe they just look kind of good or they're charismatic in some way. Maybe they made a stupid joke sometime, or maybe they got fired from Facebook like I did. And then suddenly they began becoming this full-time content creator, and they've already been talking for months or years, and what, they still have more to say? I mean, how much more can somebody have to say? They should have run out of content after day one, really, and yet they're still out here trying to fabricate content out of thin air, trying to make their life interesting by doing stupid, ridiculous things that they would never do to promote mass consumerism or to promote some idea or philosophy. Maybe they don't even believe in so much themselves, like minimalism. I mean, come on, let's face it. Most of these kids are just broke. They couldn't afford
Yo, where is this smoke coming from?
Yo, he's been having this type of energy ever since he got divorced, and his wife actually took his child back to China. And so he's been amping it up ever since then, and that's been like a year or so, or a year and a half ago. I remember he did a long video where he talked about how his wife left with his, I think, daughter or son, I don't know, and went back to China and left him back in the US by himself. And so he's been amping it up.
So he got that red pill rage, manosphere
Yeah.
type energy.
I didn't want to bring it up.
I
was gonna let you say that.
That's what that is. He got that manosphere energy. That's where that shit. We got it. That shit.
Listen, I'm holding myself because I got the perfect way to describe this man, but I'm just gonna wait till the end of the video to say it.
All right,
so let's get back to it.
Let's get back to the video.
Shit, this is good.
a car or house even if they wanted to, and so then they justify this as minimalism. Whereas if you take a look at the real deal, someone such as myself, I mean, I can afford these things and yet I don't go after it, and that is what true minimalism is about. These other people don't know what they're talking about. They cannot. It's like a poor person trying to tell me that they don't need money. The message is much more powerful when it's a rich person giving away all of their money. Let's talk about this other thing, 10-minute videos. Why does every video have to be spread out to 8 minutes, 10 minutes, just to waste your time, to increase your retention, to keep you sticked on the video such that they can make their advertising money? And let me just say this, in the age of social media, the current age that we live in, your attention and time must be protected at all costs because it is the currency of our era. There's simply not enough time in the day anymore to do anything. Most people are just glued to their phones, their social media apps, watching Instagram content, YouTube content, TikTok, Snapchats, LinkedIn, Twitter, Clubhouse, and there's just not enough time to do anything anymore because everybody is trying to get a piece of your time. You don't have time left for yourself even. Okay, let's do this. Let's try this. Is this a total waste of time for you? Well, no, this video is not, but the other videos probably are. For those of you who watch tech YouTubers, gadget reviews, how often do you walk into a Best Buy yourself and go ask the sales clerk for all of the specs about the latest Samsung phone? Well, if you don't do it in real life, then why would you do it in your digital online life just to procrastinate and waste time from the actual work that you may need to be doing? And if you're into coding content, well, how many programmer YouTubers out there have actually even worked in the industry, much less at FANG companies? Most of these people are regurgitating tutorial hell videos for you just to keep you in this endless cycle so you keep feeling like you don't know enough. Maybe you should just get out there and start working on a project instead of learning languages over and over again. These people don't know how to teach. Only I know how to teach because I've actually worked at Google and Facebook. As I mentioned, I am an ex-Google, ex-Facebook tech lead. Or let's say you're into productivity. What if the true answer on how to really be productive was to just be really simple about this and to get a good night's sleep and go get your work done? Do you think anybody would tell you this, or would they be out there trying to hustle you the latest wares and apps on sleep trackers, note-taking apps, calendar apps, Pomodoro timing techniques, or VPNs that really are all going...
Hold on,
Come on, what you got for me, man?
Nah, man, he going in. That's all I can say.
Yo, he is going.
Shots fired! Shots
But
fired!
I don't know. To respond, I do all my research and put together the scripts and everything for all the videos that I create on YouTube. And I do my own research. It ain't regurgitating nothing that I heard from anyone else.
So you don't steal people's
other
talking
than
points?
what I learned.
So you don't steal people's talking points?
No.
I don't know what crawled into his DMs or what crawled into his coffee pot, but my man
DNA
needs to calm down.
Yeah.
Yo,
he really is taking this to heart.
Yeah.
Yo, he is going the fuck off right now in this video. And this shit, we got about 6 more minutes of this shit, boy. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yup. And this is the third time I watched this video.
Did a really good job to make him go off like that. I wonder if he's gonna call out Travis.
I think that's been Tech Twitter that was Tech Twitter that he turning up on. And the thing about the retention, the 8 to 10 minutes. It used to be 10 minutes and they switched to 8 minutes. That's just how the YouTube algorithm works, because YouTube is always figuring out ways to fuck over the majority of the creators on the platform. But it's never the algorithm. It's always you and your content strategy and your content. It's never the computer system that systematically fucks things up every month, every year, without anyone actually noticing it until years later. That's why people like Daryl Eves will charge you $5,000 to be part of his master. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. Anyway, let's get back. But get the book though. That's a separate story. But anyway,
going to make you feel like you're insufficient and that you need more and more. You're always going to feel like you don't have enough. In fact, back in the 90s, we had this thing on TV called the Home Shopping Network, where people would just present products and goods that you could buy. And it was really just salespeople giving you their little reviews, you could say, on these products. And YouTube has basically just recreated this whole mess. And now we have this huge cult-like group of people promoting mass consumerism for items, devices, gadgets that we don't really even need in our lives. And in retrospect, our kids or grandkids are going to look back on what we did during our time, what we did with our lives, and say that we totally wasted our time. Or maybe you're into finance, stocks, money, so you turn on YouTube to find your next get-rich-quick scheme because that's the only thing that becomes viral on YouTube, these clickbait viral videos on how to...
Doge! Fuck what you heard.
to make money fast. So you see 7 ways to make money fast. How to make money in cryptocurrency, the next Bitcoin millionaire, or how to become a millionaire as a millionaire. And this type of video, while it may be marginally educational, it's about as educational as reading about how a poker player went to Las Vegas and made $1 million. The chances of this happening to you are probably slim, but hey, everybody's looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. The algorithm tends to promote groupthink these days, so you just get caught up in wave after fanatical wave. It's like one of the biggest problems about YouTube is that it is advertising central. They only allow content that is advertiser safe. And so naturally, most of the content you're going to be exposed to out here is going to be biased towards stuff that is going to promote you feeling like you're not enough because people want you to buy stuff. We're going to see overglorification of productivity culture, where you're going to always need more apps, more courses.
Gary Vaynerchuk. Someone's in my throat. Let's continue.
to learn how to manage your time, maybe you should just stop wasting your time with all of this. It's kind of like antivirus software where the software itself is the virus. Or you have
Norton McAfee. Man, I got this on my chest, man. I need some eucalyptus tea, man.
glorification of hustle culture, tech gadget culture, mass consumerism because people want you to buy more stuff. And really the other issue I've seen is OnlyFans. Now, as much as all of us love OnlyFans, when you consider it all, it is leading to the destabilization of society. Now, I don't necessarily mind this so much, but really consider that YouTube acts as a gateway for the porn industry, right? For a lot of these beauty fashion vloggers, take a look at Belle Delphine, one of the most popular OnlyFans stars. Her YouTube video got 40 million views, and all of this is funneling people into her porn industry. YouTube has become a gateway into this whole dark industry. And this is the type of stuff we're exposing our kids to. Somebody needs to think about the children, and that somebody is
I got kids. Think about the children.
going to be me. And I think it's only a matter of time before YouTube steps in to ban some of this stuff. But I would say all advertising and sponsorships should probably be banned on YouTube. Wouldn't that make the platform so much cleaner, where people aren't shilling wares and sponsors for things that they don't necessarily believe in out there, or for products that may even just be malware, scamware, like VPNs, for instance, that intercept all of your web traffic under the guise of protecting you. How would you know if an influencer is pushing you to download some scam malware VPN that's going to take over all of your privacy? You wouldn't. And that's one reason I don't advertise VPNs on any of my channels. But the same really goes for crypto pump and dumps as well. Like some influencer in the crypto space could tell everybody to buy some alternative coin, and they could be on the back end selling these to you. Here's a quote to consider. It is difficult to get a man to understand something when his salary depends on his not understanding it. And so when you think about these YouTubers out there who have made their full-time jobs to create content and to keep this content farm going, when in reality they know that, maybe their content is just total trash, and it's like,
Shots fired! Shots fired!
these people really have nothing to say. Like, their words are bad. They've got no insight. And they're out there telling you, hey, I got something really interesting I got to tell you. You've got to listen to me. I've got something. It's so interesting, so cool. I read this article. Let me tell you about this article I read. Maybe they should just send you the article as a link and you can go read it yourself, right? Maybe that would be faster instead of them trying to drag on an article to 10 minutes in order to collect their views and clickbait you into this stuff. Maybe this whole YouTube thing is a total waste of your time. Sometimes the best thing you can do, I find, is to just go out and pay for advice. If you want to learn something, maybe just go buy a book about it, or book a course or a session with somebody and get all of your questions answered. And maybe you have to spend 10, 20, 50, $100, whatever it is. And within that short amount of time, you'll get all of your questions answered and will save yourself so much time. Have you ever tried learning about taxes from the internet? You may be browsing for hours or even days, and then you give your accountant a call and they'll answer the question in 10 minutes, give you all the advice and information you need to know, all the pitfalls. That's what most of YouTube content feels like to me, just marginally informational, mostly clickbait, empty calories that you're consuming. And anyways, I'm just going to stop myself here.
I cannot take this man anymore. I cannot take this man anymore. When is this stuff almost over, my man? When is it?
We done, man. Yo, so go ahead, man. Give it to me, guys. Give it to me, man. Come on now.
Y'all go first. I'm still holding back.
Go ahead, guys. You got it. Whoever want to go ahead and give it to me, man. Let's go ahead. You got the floor.
So you're basically going in on people that make money the same way he makes money, because it's like almost like a total contradiction at the end of the day, in my opinion, because okay, yeah, you made money before you got on YouTube, I'm assuming, because that's the way he markets himself. He markets himself as he made X amount, or he became a millionaire by being a tech lead for Google and Facebook, as well as some application that he created. But you're basically trashing all the people that make money the way you continue to make money. Because when he first came on, or when he first started his channel, he was talking about he was a millionaire. Now he's a multi-millionaire. So obviously, a lot of his multi-millionaires, and or millionaire $1 million or whatever over that. He made I would say a portion of it he made from YouTube. So why are you trashing people that, or I don't know, that just don't make sense to me. Why would you trash the way people making money if you're doing the exact same thing? So maybe that's a question for the panel. And that's what I got at the moment.
That's actually a question that was posed on Twitter a couple of times as well. So what else you got? So Tech for Your Needs, what you got for me?
Yeah, I agree because he contradicted himself. He keep going back to his jobs and his wife and his money. Think about it. If you're so successful, why you fail at every job that you had? Why you got kicked out? Why your wife left you? See, that's a pattern. And then, of course, you make money from YouTube. You work for YouTube, and then you become a YouTuber. So you're making money off the company as a worker, and then now as a YouTuber. So I agree. He's contradicting himself 200%.
I done broke the screen and shit. Yeah. Got the screen, done broke the screen. Techniques done broke the screen on the panel.
I swear, my man.
Yeah. Go ahead,
You want me to go?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you guys real quick. I was prepared to call this dude names. I was prepared to go in and stuff. But you know what? I'm actually not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to tell you guys a little story. You see, when I was in my beginning of my third year in college, I actually met several people like this dude who, instead of actually like looking at people's questions and thoughts and trying to see why people don't agree, they immediately attack your intelligence or education. And I just really don't like people with that attitude. But what I find ironic about this dude is that he belittles your intelligence, your education level, while heaping praise. And, you know, there are people out there who have little education and can actually stand on their own 2 feet. And the way I look at this guy and this situation is, this is just my opinion. Education and intelligence are related and not related. And just because a person is educated doesn't mean that they are not ignorant. And, you know, I gotta say, I respect a lot of people for coming out and saying what they think about this guy. And I'm kind of disappointed in this man. You know, you tout yourself as a high intellect, that you're supposed to be this guy who, oh, I am so successful and you should listen to me. But yet you contradict yourself at every turn, and then you belittle other people just to make yourself sound better in the process. And it's a shame because I've seen people like this in college. And you know what's funny is those people, they end up going nowhere. While people with little intelligence, but with good sense of humor and good personality can go really far. So that's where I think of this dude. And it's a shame that there are people like this that exist.
Well, shout out to Technoid, Keep It Techie, Tech for Your Needs for the excellent responses. I think that his whole aura for his channel is actually quite entertaining. Like I do understand the minimalist, deadpan kind of response that he gives and the sarcasm, even though his video was pure, was highly flammable. And you have to stand 6 feet away from what he was saying. So obviously with this video right here, this is just purely a roast of the people who were kind of responding to him over the past week based off the video that Travis MCP said. So that's where pretty much all of the smoke came from in this video. And I can even come and we can even check the comment section of let me see. Yeah, comment section ain't really giving me much to go with. It more so on Twitter. But like I understand, like most of this video is pretty much just a pure roast of YouTubers in general. However, I do agree with some of the things he did say in the video as it pertains to YouTubers and the content that they make. That is actually quite annoying. The clickbait, even though clickbait works, it's annoying. The making you watch an 8-minute video only to give you the information that's at the last 1 minute. That's annoying. I've watched videos like that. So I can understand some of what he's saying, but like what Technoid said, the elitism, sometimes it just rubs people the wrong way, especially when that elitism comes from your philosophy of minimalism, which just doesn't appeal to everybody, no matter how much money you make or how much money they make or what their lifestyle is or what your education background is. Elitism and minimalism, mainly minimalism, does not appeal to everybody. It just doesn't. But I can understand some of his opinions because it was a very highly opinionated video. And what I want to do is I want to take a look at the comment section to see if there's smoke in the comment section, because it doesn't look like there's that much smoke. So again, like I really think that this video got a resurgence based on Travis MCP's video that he did. So you know, just kind of just picking up an old video and responding to it. I mean, that's it. That's all I got for it. That's really all I got for it.
Yeah, and also another thing I was gonna say about that, other YouTubers did videos on that. Also, it's not only MCP Travis.
Who else you got for me? I'll pull it up right now.
Okay, Jason Panphilianis Tech and
okay, I can't. I can't. I can't deal with him. We gotta give me some.
And Alt.
Damn, you too?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, Painfully Honest Tech, when he was crying about the Pixel phone, I can't do it.
And
yeah,
another person, old Dad Tech, ALT Dad Tech.
There we go. I can do that. Yeah, I can't. I just can't deal with like he does nothing but clickbait, and then you know he was the crying. All things tech or all that tech.
ALT.
Alt tech. Oh, okay, alt tech.
Yeah. Old Dad Tech. You got to use the word dad second.
Okay, go ahead. Spell it out for me.
ALT. Dad Tech.
Alt Dad Tech. There we go.
Correct.
Firefly in the sky. I can go twice as high. His channel's not popping up. Alt Dad Tech. Alt Dad Tech. Yeah, his channel's not popping up. Could you yeah, wait, why is this not a channel that's popping up for Alt Dad Tech? Let me see why I hate tech YouTubers, because I want to see someone else's video. Let me see. Okay, Painfully Honest Tech. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. Is someone in the chat room? Alt Dad. Oh, it's all one word. Okay, you did say all one word. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading. Shit. Oh shit, man. There we go. Okay, here we go. There we go. We got Alt Dad Tech, 2,000 subscribers. Where is this video? So Tech Vietnamese, where is the video at for Alt Dad Tech? Tech Vietnamese. Let me see. Why we're looking for that?
Yeah, my fault. I was talking without muting. I'm looking for the video right now.
Yeah, because I don't know. What was his video 9 months ago as well?
No, he was recently. They all did the video after NCP did it. Probably last week. Let me check. I'm looking at his catalog right now.
YouTube tech reviewers, they're all fake.
Yep, that one, 12 minutes.
Okay. The cap is strong with this one. We'll see. Okay, there we go. One. Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and everyone get shrunken back again. Honey, I shrunk the panelists. There we go.
Oh boy, what better day for this video than a Monday? So let's talk about this. So if you haven't seen the video, there's two videos. There's one of this guy complaining about tech reviewers and that whole thing, and I've kind of talked about this a little bit. And then Travis did a video in response to that, and he brought up some good points. But I want to kind of give my take on this. And again, you're probably thinking, well, like, you don't get an opinion because you're not their size channel. And you would be wrong. I will always have an opinion, and that's okay. We all are allowed to have opinions.
That's right.
And you let me know in the comments below how you feel.
Right.
And if you like,
it don't matter how big your channel is. You got an opinion that's just as valuable as someone with a bigger channel than you. Don't ever think because you got a smaller channel that you don't got an opinion. I hate that shit. Don't ever let nobody tell you that. There's a lot of YouTubers that kind of pump fake with that Roberto Blake, and they be trying to tell people they don't got opinions on things because their channels are so and so. You got a channel, you got an opinion. Talk your shit anyway.
What I'm saying, or you agree, or if you don't like what I'm saying and disagree, let me know why. And if you do like, hey, subscribe. Listen, I hate asking, but you got to. Some people forget apparently. But let's talk about this. So the original video, the guy's problem with tech reviewers ultimately is he feels like they're just marketing the product on behalf of a company, and I've kind of brought this up now. He did not articulate things very well. He used a lot of personal kind of anecdotes. He also did some kind of weird painting brushes over everyone, right? Generalizations. And I understand sometimes you have to have generalizations in order to save time, but I think when you're going to make a claim like that, you have to back it up with some substance. Give us an example of a review. He doesn't call anyone out by name.
Don't know the headphones, but he's rocking, looks like the Shure MV7 from what it looks like from here.
He doesn't say what kind of reviews. He doesn't say anything. He just says reviews, tech reviews. And he makes these weird analogies to that of like a toaster. And like he gets really upset. He seems to have a personal vendetta against high quality cameras, in particular red cameras. Because he goes, you know, these people have these 4K cameras and, you know, you don't use a high.
Boy, can you please just give us your opinions on the video? That's why I clicked the video. Not to hear you give me a breakdown of what he said. Give me your
You're
opinion.
not a patient man, are you? You're not a patient man.
Hold on, it kind of sounds like you agree with Tech Lead with that statement.
That's why I said I'm 50-50 down the I'm 50-50 down the line because I'm with the shits. That's what I
Okay.
No, I'm like, I'll tell you right now, like I am like the worst YouTuber consumer. I'm like the worst YouTube consumer. Like if anyone has watched my channel while I'm breaking down videos, you hear that click 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 click. Like I start doing that because like my patience is bad when it like I came to watch the video of you talking about what he said. Give me your opinion because I just watched Travis' video and Tech Vietnamese said I should watch you, but you're making me regret typing your channel up because you're just regurgitating what he said instead of giving me your opinion on what he said. That's why I'm watching the video. I want to hear your opinion, not to just you tell me what he said with you doing jump cuts, zooming in and out.
Yeah, I'm sorry, CEO, but I was just joking, man.
watch you gonna make 2 days later respond to CEO the technician.
It ain't safe for you over here. It ain't safe.
Bro, it ain't safe in the tech world. You try to call somebody out, they will come with their whole fan base at you.
How dare you talk about me like that? Man, I didn't have people on Twitter try to come at me and I didn't send them away in their fee-fees.
Just like buying a washing machine 2-in-1 Kenmore. I'm like, what are you talking about? So there were some weird analogies. Go watch that video if you want after this one or Travis's video. And Travis brought up some good points. And Travis's point is, we're here to make content. He's here to make content for clicks, for ad revenue. It makes sense. Like, it's a business at the end of the day. He even talks about there's places in larger channels, I guess, that they need to employ people. And so they need to follow the hype effectively is what he was getting at. I'm oversimplifying it. And I understand that, but that gets into a deeper conversation about what are you giving up to follow the hype, right? Like, and I'm not attributing motive, but I'm saying there's two kinds of people. Like, are you an actual tech enthusiast, or are you following what's popular so you can get clicks and in turn make money? Now, I'm not saying there's I guess there's nothing wrong with either, and I mean, who am I? But I understand where people are coming from when there seems to be a certain type of review, and even that, you get into semantics over what is a review, right? Is it looking at the device one time for 10 minutes and doing some fancy B-roll footage of it? Like this guy mentioned, you know, you get these fancy cameras and all they're doing is glorifying the product. They don't really talk about it in any other way. There's not a lot of substance behind.
And you know what's so funny? What he just did is exactly what the fuck Tech Lead was talking about. You just wasted 2 minutes and 32 seconds of our time to get to the point of what you were supposed to be talking about. This video could be less than 10 minutes, but you spent 2 minutes rambling on instead of getting to the video.
That's exactly what I was saying.
That's exactly
Yep.
what the fuck Tech Lead is talking about.
Yep.
You wasting our time.
Bro, okay.
To the point.
Let's see if we can find some common ground here. Can we all agree? Now this is just
come on, man.
But can we agree that the tech community, the tech YouTube life, tech YouTubers, tech world is just one big good old stereotype?
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Problem solved.
Yes. Get to the. You don't. It's like your mom at the damn store. You want the toy. She said no. And you take your little Muppet headed ass over there. You get the toy. And she said, if you don't get to the point.
Behind the review, and then
so
I
remember
now,
it's like it sounded like he's just like refreshing everybody as if they haven't seen.
Bro, you don't gotta do that. Just do your video. Give us your opinion. If you're reacting to the video, don't sit there and verbally tell me what he said in the video. Just give me your opinion. If you don't get to that's what he's talking about.
But I want to give him a chance though. Like I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna give him a chance.
He's dragging it, yes, but I want to hear him because I still don't know. I mean, he's making similar points to Tech Lead, but like, I do want to hear him out in a way. I really do.
You were saved by Technoid.
I kind of understand what he's saying. Again, I'm inferring some of these things because he didn't do a great job laying it out. And then when he started talking about Kenmore washers and 2-in-1s and microwaves, he kind of lost me. But I get what he's saying. He's saying that these companies are using these reviewers or these influencers as a way to market their product for free. And I brought this up. And again, you'll have reviewers that'll say two things, right? I don't get paid, and they're seeing this video for the first time. And it's like, sure, you're not being paid, but let's think about this in a more nuanced approach, right? You get early access to this. Well, what does that mean? Well, by definition, you're going to get more clicks, right? If someone handed you an S22 Ultra right now, almost a year before it comes out, I can guarantee you can do a crappy job making a video. People are going to want to see it because they want to know about the device, right?
Like old boy Raj Tech, what I can't remember his name. I'm following him on Twitter. He got it was someone else. They had a review of they had the freaking box. Someone did a YouTube video about the box for the iPhone and got mad views. And there was a guy who got the buds earlier than everybody. He got 24.
Yeah, that dude. I know exactly who you're talking about. He released a video for, is it the Samsung buds?
Yeah.
Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about. I know exactly.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. I know who you are. Yo, that video got so many clicks, but everybody was just like, did Samsung even care enough to see this? Did they know? I remember the reaction for that video. People were happy they saw it, but they were just like, did Samsung set you up for this?
And the same thing happened with the iPad Magic Keyboard.
Yeah. And I remember dude Raj Tech, he did something with a box. He got mad views because he talked about he had the box.
I think he spelled RJEEY. Yeah, correct. One E.
Yeah. All right.
And so this idea that, well, they didn't pay me cash or write me a check to do the review, but you get a relationship out of it that's far more returning, if that makes sense. There's more return for that.
If there's one thing this guy's got going, and then I'll say this real quick, he's got a good slick back. His hair really be gelled up and oiled.
Man, he look like he'll sell you a great insurance policy, boy. He can sell you a mean insurance policy.
Simple paycheck for one simple video. No. You want to get that continued early look-sees because that pays money, because not everyone gets that, right? Exclusiveness pays money, I'm just saying. And so I understand they're trying to, add a level of optics or remove uncertainty about the review process. And I think it does to a certain extent, but if you know how this works and you've been watching this stuff for a while, you know that these companies know how to control the narrative, right? And so I think that's what this first guy's bringing up. He's like, they're just kind of going over like the company. We want you to talk about these 4 things here. And that's, you just talk about these 4 things. And they're always positive. And I think that's what he's getting into is like, you're not really reviewing this stuff. You're just showing it off in the name of a review. And then that's it. And his point is valid, and he gets into some consumerism, and I'm like, dude, that's even Travis like, that's okay. That's how we are here in North America. That's capitalism. It is what it is. We want the latest and greatest. Marketing does its thing, and it makes you feel like you need to get the latest and greatest. You've probably seen the late night shows where they'll like Jimmy Fallon or whoever it was, they'll go around with like an older iPhone and be like, here's the new iPhone, and people are like, wow, it's so much faster. Like they don't even realize it. I think it's kind of lame to do that to people, but I get what they're saying. They're like, people just feel like they need something new. But that's not unique to tech, and so that argument didn't really make sense to me either. He goes, this is just consumption. He says consumption like 1,000 times. I'm like, are you hungry? Go eat something. And to Travis's point, he's like, at the end of the day, these creators, they can't force you to go buy something. He even says, I don't care if you go buy it, but I think that's missing the mark, at least what this guy's trying to say. And I could be wrong. You let me know down below. I think what he's saying is that creators are here. They're either in 2 camps, right? Because you'll have people that say, oh, I'm a small channel. I don't get anything given to me. No one's reached out to me. But his point is you're working towards that. You're reviewing products in a way that'll get you there, right? You want to get to the point where Apple or Google, you want to get to the point where they're going to give you stuff, right? So let's not be intellectually lazy and pretend like, well, right now I have nothing, so I'm not doing anything that you're saying. It's like, sure, but you're working towards it. You're trying to get to that level. And if you're not there, if you're not trying to get to that level, then you're already that person in that position where you do get stuff, right? And I brought this up, like, that's why a lot of reviews kind of feel like they're right down the middle a lot of times, and here's the thing, if you can punch down, right? Like, it's easy to trash LG, it's easy to trash OnePlus, especially like,
hey, didn't I not just say that? Didn't I say that earlier in the stream? Did I not say that? It is 100% easy to trash LG. All the tech reviewers have no problems trashing LG.
Yeah, that's fair. I've made my fair share of jokes on LG, but I've always respected them. I've joked around, so I gotta put myself. But I'll just say this real quick. There's one thing I disagree though with what he said. He said that you work towards it. Like, I've never worked towards getting free products. I believe in paying for everything that I do. And he said that companies hold the narrative. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's actually false, because I recently did get reached out by a company called Soundcore. They were offering headphones, and they told me, we would like to ask you to make a review. But they said, do it however you want. The only thing we ask is just make sure that you just take pictures with it. Like, just take pictures of it, and just make sure that your video comes out at a specific time, and just say what you want. And I said, okay. They didn't contract me to say anything. They didn't tell me what to say. And they said they would not mind if there's any negative feedback or anything that you could tell us that can help us when we release like a firmware update or anything. So I don't agree with him saying that they hold a narrative, but I don't argue that there are companies that do that, because there are companies that will tell some YouTubers to do that. But I feel like he's speaking for the big companies. He's got to also look at the other companies. And for me, I could speak on that because I just recently got this opportunity, and I've never asked for anything for free. I always like to buy stuff. Whenever I do a review, I like to go out of my way to pay for it, because that's what people are doing when they get these products. They don't get it for free. They got to pay for it.
And I think that keeps people honest as well and genuine in front of your audience, by knowing that you actually purchase these products versus you just getting it for free and not knowing, or it's up in the air, not knowing if someone contracted you to say all positive things for this thing. When you purchase it yourself and you genuinely like it, and people know that it's genuine, it comes out as a greater review, and you're actually being honest with your audience when it comes that way. Or not saying you're not being honest if they send it to you, but you get what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah, I got it.
Absolutely.
No, I get it, but also if you get a free product, that's entitlement to you to say a disclaimer. Well, I received this, but my honest opinions are this and that, because constructive criticism lead to a better product for tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's true. That's true.
Like the watch and stuff.
I'm sorry, take on it. Go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just saying that's exactly the way I look at it. Even though, I'm truly humbled and grateful that they sent me the headphones, I did say that it doesn't affect my opinion and it doesn't affect the outcome of this video. And Soundcore were fine with that. They didn't care. They want feedback. They want people to be critical. They want, they need that kind of stuff. Now, I'll just say this real quick and then we'll get back to the video. I will always, unless I'm given an opportunity to review something, I would prefer to buy it on my own and do my reviews. But obviously, if somebody's going to offer me something, I will take it, but I will say, I don't want you to affect my opinion. I would just want to make the video my way. I don't want you to tell me how to make it. Those are my only stipulations. If you're going to give me a product, do not have a say in my video. Don't tell me how to film it. Don't tell me what to say. It's my review. It's my words. It's my opinion. And if you trust me enough, then you should trust what I have to say. That's my only stipulation.
No, exactly. I definitely agree with you, Technoid. Hey, and CoVa, I gotta hop off, man. I appreciate you letting me on. Hey. And I just subscribed to you, Technoid. And Tech, for you, please put your channel in the chat. I'm gonna subscribe to you as well. You know what I'm saying? I try to show support as well, man.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, brother.
So yeah, no problem.
I don't know if I could put it because I'm not a mod, I think.
I'm going
okay, I'll find you.
Yeah,
Tech for your needs, right?
Yeah, I think Keep It Techie a mod, right? You a mod, right? To keep it.
Yeah, I'm a mod.
All right,
I'm a mod. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right,
Keep It Techie, man. I think, man. Thank you for pulling up, man. Salute to you.
Yeah, no problem, man. Peace.
Okay, let me stop. All right, let's get back to the video.
Really hurt you that much because that's still a small market of people that are into that stuff. But you don't see a lot of people punching, Samsung for some dumb moves. You don't see a lot of people going at Apple. I'm not talking about comments down below, right? There's always going to be the vitriol that is the comment section. But reviewers, in my estimation, some of them, and I'm not going to name names. Listen, if there's names that pop up into your head, that's not my fault. That's just means I'm speaking truth to power a little bit. You get reviews that are right down the middle, man. They don't want to rock the boat. So it's just always milquetoast. It's like, yeah, they're.
Yeah, MKBHD kind of does that a lot depending on the brand. MKBHD does that a lot. That's actually why I stopped, kind of one of the reasons why I stopped watching his reviews.
All great.
Wait, why'd you stop watching them?
I stopped watching MKBHD reviews because I felt like he was like really biased depending on the brand.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from on that.
I caught it like really when it came for like when he was reviewing like the Samsung phone. And I always tell my brother about this. I was watching this like on like this 1080p TV, and this is when the Samsung had the 2K screen. It was like the first 2K screen. Then he had the Samsung screen, and next to a Sony screen. And I felt he was capping because he said, "And you can't tell the difference." And I'm looking on my 1080p screen, and I'm like, "Dude, the Sony phone screen looks different. What are you talking about?" Like,
yeah. I have the same experience with Unbox Therapy. I used to love his videos when I was like 15, 16 years old. When I was a teenager in high school, like he was my go-to for everything. But recently I've stopped watching him because I don't feel like, obviously everybody changes, but his content has gotten more, away from feeling like the old Lou. Like if you watch a video that he made in 2016, 2017, there's just something about it. Even at the time, he was a big YouTuber, but he was fun. And now I feel like he's lost that, and he's gone more, into other things and things that just they don't feel like the old Lou. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of YouTubers kind of, they get into this thing where it stops becoming part of the content and just becomes part of the business, and it just loses that original feel that got them to where they are in the first place.
Tyson Fury once said, "What's the difference between a rich man and a poor man? The hunger, the drive, and the passion."
That's it. They're not hungry no more, man. They'll get hungry if they got some more bigger fish that start taking that ad revenue from they. That's when they'll get hungry, when they got more competition and doing what they do. But that's not how YouTube works. YouTube sees them as 20 million. And YouTube's gonna send them their 20 million. That's just how YouTube operates. But it's never part of the algorithm. It's never the algorithm. It's just your strategy and the people not liking your content.
And I'm just saying, I'm not attributing motive. It does look like there's that access that's wanted, right? So you can't trash a product and then expect to get early looksies. So what do? You play ball. Now, some people would say that's just the name of the game. Okay, well, I don't have to like the game. And so I think ultimately that's what this guy is saying.
Made by Google Pixel Reviews, for example.
He's like, this is not an actual review thing. Now, I don't understand his hate towards like high-end cameras. I don't know anyone that's making videos that's using like a worse camera than they can. That makes no sense. So that's irrelevant to me. Also, he kind of has some personal attacks, some ad hominem in a general sense. He's like, I'm a Google engineer. I'm a software engineer. I don't even care about this stuff. I'm like, okay, you just I, me. That you got to remove that from your argument. And I know I'm doing it a little bit, but again, I'm trying to paint a picture. He's just saying, I'm a software engineer. I don't care about this stuff, so they shouldn't either. I'm like, okay. And why do people care? Why are people so upset? Because it's a personal device at the end of the day. Like, I don't know why he's trying to compare it to a washer. I don't know anyone that gets excited, like really excited for a new dryer or a new microwave. Listen, if that's your thing, that's your thing. And what I'm getting at is I'm not going to gatekeep happiness. This guy, the first video, he's like gatekeeping happiness. He's like, these people, they're just obsessed. Why do they have to watch these videos? And here's the thing, the market spoke. Like clearly there's an audience that wants to see this stuff. So if he can get mad all he wants and hate it, but it doesn't matter because that's what's working. That's what people want. And so it'd be different if he had a valid concern. And I think he does, but I don't think he laid it out in a compelling manner. And it's really hard to even have that conversation because for me, like when you start throwing titles around, like first of all, I don't care. But second of all, like you make me feel like I can't, like, not I want to say attack, but like I just don't like getting into like the tit for tat, as they say. Like, okay, let's focus on the conversation, not like you could be a senior engineer for I don't care who.
Bro, what is with the random zooms? You notice in the background every like few seconds.
This is what the man was talking about. Like this is what Tech Lead was talking about, bro. Like okay, I get it, right? Roberto Blake, Daryl Reeves. What's the man name on the top of the damn book, man? Hold on, I got the book right here. What's the man name on the book? I keep forgetting his name. Right here, I keep forgetting his name. Daryl Eves. There we go. Daryl Eves. Okay, so we got Daryl Eves. I get Daryl Eves. I get Nick and his brother, whatever the brother's name is. The Niminin brothers, all the other YouTube creator, influencer, content creator, coaches, gurus, teachers, mastermind classes. I get it. They tell you, Patty, they tell you, oh, keep the retention up, keep people's attention span, jump cut, transition. I got it. However, not all of us take Adderall. All right. I can watch your video and understand what you're saying. Your jump cuts aren't helping me in watching your video because in between your jump cuts, I hear nothing but Snickers and peanut butter in your mouth. You're not saying anything.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, but that's so true.
But you're not saying anything. Like, I'm listening to you, and you're not saying anything.
Like, I know he's trying. I know he's trying to make a point, but it's you're stretching every note.
I can go off the top and talk for 5 hours, right? That's just a skill. I can do that. I don't have a script. You are clearly a person that needs a script to speak in front of the camera, because you going off the top of your head is an apocalyptic scenario. All right. It's DEFCON 5, because in between you making a point for a minute, you spend the next 3 minutes not making a point. Like, the jump cuts aren't helping me watch the video. I'm just watching the video because I want to see what it is that you say in completion so I can respond to it. Me watching the video has nothing to do with you doing jump cuts to retain my attention. And that's the problem with all the data and stuff like that. They'll tell you to do this and to do a joke and to jump here, jump there, transition, all to circumvent you having to actually have content, so you actually make a point. I'm watching this dude for the past 9 minutes, and he's only made a point 4 minutes out of the 9 minutes of the video.
Yeah.
including
I'm
two
with
and
you
a
on that.
half that he spent repeating what the dude said in the video to begin with. I'm like, come on, man. This is the shit I'm
Yeah.
talking. This is the shit that gets on my nerves with YouTube. This is why I skip videos so many times, because you're not making a point. Now I gotta watch the video for 3 more minutes. So, and then you're gonna spend the last minute telling me to like and subscribe to your channel. Bet 5.
It has like an Elon Musk vibe. Like he's not that Elon
All
Musk
right,
is
let's
pretentious, but he
do
kind
it.
of
Let's
talks
pull the
slow.
Band-Aid off.
Like you're just gonna like eat up every word because he's brilliant. And I'm like, okay, get to the point. Come on, Copernicus. Like, where are you getting with this? And he never really delivered. He just kept
Shit. I know you not talking.
saying it's consumption. Why do they need these fancy cameras? You know, why do people need to upgrade and focus on view? It's just like a quick glance. He brings up like it's like the home shopping network or something. I don't think it's had valid points. I clearly have mine. Listen, the thing about an opinion is that it can't be wrong. You
1
can have an
minute
opinion. It may not be a popular one, which I don't think mine is. I don't see this talked about often. But again, you can have one. But let me know in the comments below how you feel. Do you think maybe I'm missing something? Maybe they're all being 100% transparent. None of them are selling out. They all are very honest with all of their reviews, and they deep dive into these devices the way they should. They show you different pieces of software. They show you all of the stuff. Maybe they do, but I don't see a ton of it. But you let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Oh, you so close. He was so close to saying it. He was so close. Yo, tell me what you guys thought about this dude's video. This was horrible. I'm sorry. I couldn't like.
Look, respect to Alt Tech Dad. I've seen him on Twitter. Respect to him. You know, man, I do like some of his videos, but I just wasn't feeling it with this one.
Yeah.
I felt like this, to me, it was a little dragged on, but I get his points. I think he did make a few points.
Yeah, he did.
But even and I agree, you know, opinions aren't wrong. Opinions are not wrong.
Yeah.
You can't say somebody's opinion, but I just called out for what my experience was for being a reviewer and also a tech show host, because people say I'm a reviewer. I'm not. I just do that for fun. I'm actually a tech show host. I run a show where I give the news. So I don't understand how he dragged that out, and it felt like I felt like he was stretching it. And dude, there were moments in that video where I'm like, you know, Tech Lead wasn't actually wrong.
And that's what's so funny about Tech Lead and what he said. And you can tell that some people are kind of responding based on their emotion and to defend their niche instead of to actually listen to what he was saying, right? Because I listened to what Tech Lead was saying, and then I'm watching these videos, and I'm like, Tech Lead is right. You are wasting time. You are taking advantage of people's time, and time you cannot get back. I cannot get back the 9 minutes of my show. The 12 minutes of my show I spent watching your video when you spent 6 minutes of that video not really making any points.
Ah, man, hell, I just wasted 6 minutes that I could have probably said I need to go to bed for work. That's 6 minutes I could.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, this is what the man was talking about, really. At the end of the day, Tech Lead, throughout the sarcasm and deadpan humor and trolling, he had some very valid points about content creation that goes often unmentioned and ignored.
No, yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
What you got for me, Tech, for your needs?
No, I mean I agree. He has some good points. Some, I'm not saying all, because like everybody say, we're all entitled to opinion. And if you don't like somebody, there's somebody for somebody. That just honestly, you know what I mean?
And before we wrap it up, right? I got my friend, like, I love him I love his Twitter account because he got all the clout tea for me to talk about on my show, and I appreciate him. So we got technically T on the screen. And I love looking at his Twitter because he has all the tech tea, and he has like all the tech tea for me, and it's the best thing. But so he made a tweet, and I'm gonna ask you guys your opinion on this because this kind of coincides with Travis MCP's comments about tech reviews and tech influencers and things like that. And on his tweet, he said, "Let me trigger Twitter real quick about this whole tech reviewer thing, and I'm done. To keep it real, I can count on one hand how many real reviewers here there are. The rest are tech showcasers. You can't change my mind. What are your opinions on that?
Oh, I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you why I agree with that. Because I've seen so many phony yes men, seen so many people just review tons and tons of products that it don't even feel like they're making videos because they want to make videos. It feels like they're making videos just to promote a company. Now, I will say the real reviewers are like the people that buy the real products and the people that, you know, don't
Like-
filter their opinion.
Like I'm like what's his like the homie Easy.
Mhm.
Like Easy reviews the fuck out of products. He be doing 2-3 year long-term reviews and stuff like that. Easy reviews products.
Yeah, you see computer solution.
Yep.
Yeah, Easy Computer Solutions reviews products. What about you, Tech Feelings? What you got for me?
No, I mean, I agree because, I mean, for me, I gotta live with a product more than 30 days to give my opinion because, yes, there's a market for those people that like how the product age. Not everybody got the same fun or money in their pocket, and depends on what time they buy the product. So, for me, look, I'm still rocking my iPhone XR, and I'm happy with it. So,
How is that? I kind of wanted that to try an Apple phone.
well, my first Apple phone that I started with was iPhone 7. I've been in Android since day one.
And which one is newer, the 7 or the XR?
The XR.
Okay.
So the newest is the 12, but I'm still way behind.
Okay.
But my phone does the same thing as the other phone. We get the same updates. It just a different casing, a body. But you know, iPhone they all do the same, more basically. So I don't know. I'm fine with the operating system.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me. But just people tend to be given a narrative and be like, "This is the camp you got to be, and this is the camp. You can't think for yourself. I got to think for you, and that's not right."
I'm just looking through to have some really good responses. Pretty much kind of just, you know, towing the line really. But, you know, to go to his tweet again, I would agree to an extent that it's kind of hard to find people to actually like really review the review devices. A lot of times it's like, hey, this is the device, bloop, 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 bloop. I had it for a week and then the device is gone. And the issues that were mentioned in the review don't exist when you actually get the device yourself. And I kind of agree with this a little bit. And like I would say for myself, I'm kind of in between when it comes to reviewing and showcasing. Right, I don't upload reviews, but I do live stream reviews and showcase. Right, I mean I spent 3 hours on the Monocaster, and that's way more time in one setting than someone spending editing and recording a video over the course of a week.
Correct, and I agree. I was there.
Yeah, so I spent 3 hours reviewing, breaking down the product. It was a showcase and review. So I'll give them that, right? I'll say you can. Some people can toe the line between showcasing and reviewing depending on how in depth they do with the content. Like I don't need to record another video over the course of a week to say I reviewed the Monocaster. Like I spent 3 hours, you know, going through the device.
You need a month. You need more. You need more time. Like, you know, I've seen. I won't lie to you. You know, when MKBHD did that video with Tesla, the Model Y Tesla, he said that Tesla gave him that car. It was a test car, I think it was. So I don't even know how much time he had with that particular car. Now, I know he had the Model S, so he is a Tesla user. But the Model S and the Model Y are two different cars. And when he was talking in that video, I felt like there were moments I'm like, you really should have spent more time with the car, because even though there are some comparisons with the Model S, there's a lot more that the Model Y can do. And I'm getting the Model Y hopefully soon, you know, with everything going on. I'll be able to check it out. But I felt like he should have spent more time with the car, because, you know, the Model S, sure, it's a more premium car. You know, it's the most expensive fleet in the cars. But the Model Y does a lot of things differently. And I feel like, you know, getting a test dummy from Tesla just isn't going to do justice.
So before, go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, so my apologies. I'm going to say something that Tech Noise said. That I agree. When you get a product to review, if it's not given towards you, like keep it, then you're constrained because you only got certain weeks to review it. So that's the part that I don't like because, I mean, you can't afford everything because, I'm not rich, but I'm just saying, in that instant, it's hard to review a product for the true identity that is the product, but you are constrained to timing.
That's true. And what I want to ask you two guys before I wrap it up, how long do you have to spend with a product for the review to be legitimate?
That's very very subjective. Very, very different.
I would agree.
But in my professional opinion, after reviewing headphones, reviewing sound bars, and reviewing pretty much anything, I feel like you need a month and maybe more. You need a month or more. You really need to break it in. You really got to use it daily. And that's why usually my reviews, they come out after when they, the products get released, because people, they rush to make those reviews to grab that timing. But for me, I take my sweet time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever, right now I'm working on the Life Q35s, the headphones that Soundcore sent me. I'm not rushing.
Is that the one that you mentioned when I was on your live stream? Or was that, or those haven't come out yet?
That was the one. Those were the ones they had teased.
Okay.
I'm still working on.
Okay. All right. Okay. I gotta see that. I gotta see that video.
Yeah. I did a first impressions and an unboxing. That's what I usually do.
Oh shit! You did that on your channel? I didn't even see it.
Yeah, man, I did that. That's my first impressions. Like, I do those first before I give a review, because I tell it like it is. I say the review's gonna be a while, so here's just what I thought in the beginning and what I thought of the unboxing experience. So those are like what I usually do.
That's probably why I didn't see it too, because I have like 1,000 subscribers, so I don't really see people's videos.
It's all good, man. It's all good. But that's just me. I feel like you need more than a month.
Oh, are you? The Soundcore Life Q35s. That's them right here.
Yep, that's it, my man. That's it.
Oh, I didn't even see these. So, I didn't.
Hey,
even
listen. I won't lie to you. I've tried not to focus on the numbers of my channel. I've just been focusing on getting some content out.
Yeah.
And hey,
did they release pricing information?
Yep, $130.
Did when I was on your stream and we talked about price, that sounds like it's pretty much around the price that we guessed, if I can remember correctly.
Yep, exactly.
Because I kind of thought like they would be missing the mark if they priced it at $199.
Hey, thanks for the like, by the way.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I listen. I'm not gonna turn this video into a review. I'll save all my opinion for when the review comes.
No problem. Check out the video in the check his video. I'm gonna watch it.
I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, me too.
I appreciate it.
Honestly, I agree. The minimum for me is 30 days. When I get back to doing videos, less than 30 days, I don't think I'm doing it justice, because that's just me. I would like, if I come to your channel, I would expect to get a thorough review, not half-baked because of the timing that you spend with the product, due to the fact that you want to move on to the next one, or your product is donated towards that review and you have limited time.
My stance is that it's subjective based on how much use you got out of the device and how you use the device in the review. So, like for example, the Monocaster, right? I spent 3 hours breaking the device down. The only thing left for me to do is go outside and do a live stream with Ford outside, because there's nothing else for me to do with the device, because I spent pretty much a whole night going through the entire device on a live stream. Then that would be me dragging out a review for a month just to hold on to it for a month. A device that I don't plan on keeping, or if I wanted to do giveaways, I would give away on my channel. So I think
in that case, my apology. In that case, I agree with you. It depends on the situation.
Yeah, I would say it depends. I would say generally it kind of depends on the actual use case. Like, did you really use the device for a whole week? Like, was it really your daily driver for a whole week? Did you really just use the device for a whole week? Or did you use the device for Monday through Friday and you edited everything on Saturday and Sunday so the video can be dropped on Monday?
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I feel that there's a difference. Like if I had a device, like I'm gonna use the shit out of it in the time frame that I'm gonna use it until there's nothing else for me to use the device for, do my review, do my video, do my review, and then if I'm gonna be one of those people that return it, then you know, so be it. It is what it is. People get mad at on Twitter for that. That's just the name of the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But I'm gonna use the F out of that device. I'm gonna, you know, F out of that device so that I can feel that when I'm editing the video, I'm like, listen, I done everything you can do with the device. There's nothing else you can do with the device. I done took it outside, then use it in a live stream facing the sunset. There's nothing else for me to use the device for. I didn't use it in all use cases. This is my review. Hey, man, I appreciate you guys for pulling up, man. You don't know, man. I get people that be pulling up on the show sometimes. I don't be thinking about doing the show. Then people just come on. I'm like a vampire. I just suck all your energy. So y'all gonna have a good sleep tonight because I just took all your energy from you. But
don't worry, I actually need it. But I enjoyed this. This is great fun.
I enjoyed. Thanks for having me again.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys. You got Tech for Your Needs, Technoid, man. Salute to you guys, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't worry about it. I'll just close the stream. Y'all don't gotta worry about that. Peace to you guys, man. Man, you got Technoid and freaking Tech for Your Needs pulling up to your boy. Absolutely a banger of a show, man. And do I even still got my music playing? Oh my God, man.
I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping through the long nights.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, oh my goodness. Shout out to freaking Tech for Your Needs.
Feelings. There's a reason why I'm healing.
Keep it techie.
The ceiling, all because of you.
And Technoid.
So sweet, talking till we asleep.
Pulling up to your boy for the show. I didn't even expect to have people. Some just told me to get the panel going, and then I just got we just got it going, baby.
My knees, every night I fall deep.
And I appreciate everybody for tuning in to me. Super late night, tuning in. I hope you got, like I always say, hope you got some value. Hope you learned something. Hope you figured something out. I hope I was able to change your mindset on something. I hope at least you was entertained and informed. Absolutely. And at the end, like to wrap up everything about these videos, you know, they're very entertaining videos. I think at the end of the day, you can't push your own philosophies and how you want to live your life on other people because you think it's right, even if you are being sarcastic. And I do think Tech Lead is being sarcastic on a lot of things he was saying. However, I think a lot of things he was saying had some very factual points, as you can see with the video that we watched after it. And no shade to Alt Dad Tech, no shade to him at all. I just didn't like the video. But I believe there was some things that Tech Lead said that's 100% factual when it comes to YouTube content creation, and it's actually a touchy topic because no one really wants to talk about that aspect, because that counts into the numbers, the data, the analytics, the watch time, the AdSense revenue, the monetization, the CPR, RPM, all of that stuff, the editing process, all of that stuff. Jump cuts, jumping, jokes, all of the gags, stuff like that. At the end of the day, you still got to have some content to keep me to watch the video. And if you don't got the content, like Tech Lead said, and like many people say online and social media, time is the one currency that you can't get back, and you can't afford to waste your time no matter what it is that you're doing on social media. But ladies and gentlemen, You know what time it is. When you hear that song, it's time for me to, get up on out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is CoVa Technician. We had a great show for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you catch it on the replay, on the pre-record when I upload it. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you enjoyed the visuals, the sound, the engagement, the conversation, the energy. I love doing it. I love doing this. And I hope you loved it yourself too. And I hope you got a lot of value. But until next time, oh my goodness, thank you. Goodbye. Good night.